Bill Kaiser. Used to do a bunch of games down here for the Observer and for the. I think he worked for the Gazette some too.
Yeah.
Did you ever know Bill Kaiser?
I didn't know him. I remember the name. I remember the name.
Well, he took a job about a year and a half ago. He got him a sports editor in the Virgin Islands.
Wow.
Virgin Islands? Really?
He got to live through that hurricane.
Oh, my goodness. Holy.
Picture or put it on Instagram. Tim Duncan's down there.
Wow.
That's where Tim's from, ain't it?
Wow.
But he has got, I mean, Virgin Islands don't usually get hit by hurricanes.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
No, he's St. Thomas.
Yeah.
We make a joyful noise cheering our favorite high school football teams on Friday nights and our favorite college teams on Saturday. The family of faith at Ryan Heights United Methodist Church would like to invite you to come and make a joyful noise to the Lord on Sundays. Sunday school is at 10 and worship is at 11. Ryan Heights United Methodist Church is in Lincoln on Madison Street, just up from Betty Ross Park. Come make a joyful noise with us.
Just say fill her up. Ready for Old Man Winter with Fill Up. Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln can deliver. Just call 704-735-2508. Be ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company. 1304 East Main Street in Lincoln. Again, call 704-735-2508. Just say fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln.
When you're wrong, Specialized Transport has exactly what you're looking for, serving Gaston, Lincoln, Catawba, Burke, Caldwell, and Cleveland counties. Specialized Transport has area covered, ambulatory, wheelchair, and geriatric care transport. Handicap transportation services and non-medical transport services are available as well. You need a ride, call Dean Hastings at 704-735-5676. Specialized Transport will get you where you need to be. 704-735-5676.
For over 100 years, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home in Falston has been providing services to families of our community with care and passion. And now the Stamey Funeral Home is at a cremation center along with a new name, the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center on Highway 182 in Falston, and the Stamey Funeral Home in Cherryville, located on Dixie Street in Cherryville, serving you with care and passion in your time of need.
There's a storm coming. You may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Your local auto owners insurance agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency on Highway 16 in Denver. Call 704-483-3243.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Let's take a look. CKDKD background. Oh, yes, I've seen it before. Your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local Coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now's the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors on the market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the Coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements.
Your Coyote dealer is Gaston Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail.
It's the Subway Sub of the Day. Each day of the week, you get a different 6-inch sub for just $3.50. Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken sub. Wednesday, the T-bread sub. Thursday, the Italian EMT sub. Friday, the tuna sub. Saturday, the Black Forest ham sub. And Sunday, meatball marinara sub. Your choice, just $3.50. The Sub of the Day from Subway in Boulder City and the Walmart in Lincoln.
Just say fill up. Be ready for Old Man Winter with a fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln can deliver. Just call 704-735-2508. Ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company. 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Again, call 704-735-2508. Just say fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. Since 1934, that's right, Or Watson Insurance Agency has been providing the people of our area the best possible combination of insurance, risk management techniques, and personalized service in the most efficient manner possible. And today the tradition continues. Watson Insurance is one of the largest independently owned brokers in the Southeast, representing over 30 of the largest and financially sound insurance carriers today. Before you buy, get a quote with offices in Gastonia, Lincoln, Belmont, and Lake Quality. Find out more at watsoninsurance.com. Your CarQuest dealer is Eddie's Auto Parts. And now Eddie's Auto Parts is your authorized dealer for Summit Racing Equipment, plus rough country lift kits. Get your lawnmower batteries and automotive detailing and cleaning supplies too. So race on in to Eddie's Auto Parts, 2514 East Main Street in Lincoln.
When you want some help from a fellow car lover, it's all in one place, as you'll discover. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank is four convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Let's go have fun night. Win on three. 1, 2, 3, win. X, H2 pickle, H disco, 19. Deep yo-yo, deep yo-yo. Up a little bit, boy. We're using cadence now, right? We got to be carried versus that blitz. Apple, chocolate, Japan, Richmond, New York, Richmond, Florida, Sally, Buffalo. Check, hey, short up, Luda Raiders. Time out. I might audible. If I audible, I'll use that, right?
Welcome out to the First Federal Lincoln County High School Football Show. Tim Johnson and Ken Link here on a Friday, Kenny. Good afternoon to you, my friend.
Good afternoon. We had a lot of Lincoln County football last week, and we got a lot this week to talk about, Tim.
Yes, we do, Ken. And coming out of the gate, our very good friend, Mr. Lefford Gibson, was over there this past week presenting the Tyshawn Harris with the First Federal Lincoln County Student Athlete Football Player of the Week. That gentleman had a sensational game, Ken.
Yeah, Tim, he had 4 touchdowns, over 200 yards rushing. In fact, he had 208 yards rushing. 185 of those yards and 3 touchdowns came in the first half as the Lincoln Wolves jumped out to a 39-0 halftime lead. And Tim, they went in that game winless. They had not won a game. They played 2 tough opponents. And, boy, they were ready to play Friday night, and they ended up taking a 51-0 lead midway through the third quarter. And then Coach Gibson opened the floodgates of mercy and took the starters out and put some other kids in and let them play.
I tell you, Ken, I'm really happy for Coach Gibson and his whole entire football team, and, of course, all the fans, too, who support Lincoln High School football throughout the years, Ken. And I tell you, Lincoln jumped out at a halftime, right at halftime. Was it 39 to nothing, Ken?
At half.
Wow.
And they destroyed them the first half, completely dominated, and jumped out and got 2 more touchdowns early in the third quarter, and then he called off the Dogs. Final score was 51-12, Lincoln over East Gaston.
Yeah, and it looks like Zach Lucas, Ken, had 2 rushing TDs for the Wolves, too. Had 66 yards on 8 attempts, too. So
yeah, he's a junior, so
that's great.
He got into action. We've talked some about Tyshawn Harris. We've talked some about Tyreek Hollis. We've talked some about Terrell McLean. All these are some of the good athletes at Lincoln. Well, this Lucas kid seems like he's a pretty good athlete too, so he's getting involved some.
You know, we was over at Lincoln High School there at the weight room when we presented the award to Mr. Tyshawn Harris. And one thing that Coach told me, and that I agree with him 100%, he said, Tim, these kids got to learn that they can win without the team they had last year. It's confidence, Ken.
Yes, it is. And with any team, every team's got their own identity. And you can sit there and dwell on the fact if this, if that, if this had happened, or if we had this player, it'd be different. But bottom line is your team, and you got to play with what you got. Nobody's sending you any help. You got to play with the players you got. I know Coach Gibson and his staff's been preaching that to the kids, but Tim, the players have to buy into it. And I think Friday night the Lincoln Wood players started buying into it.
And that's awesome too, Ken. And I tell you, this week, well, actually last night they played North Gaston High School. So we know for a fact that North Gaston's got a triple threat. They got the triple option, but they got a quarterback who can run the option really well. Also, they got a running back, and they got a wide receiver who plays a little bit of slot receiver. Number 3, that kid is Bryce Cobb, and he's a player. I like what I saw out of him this past week when they played East
returned
Lincoln.
a long kickoff, 70-some yards. It didn't go for a touchdown, but he almost broke it all the way. And he also he gets to pitch it out some in that triple option. The guy who runs that triple option is Isaiah McNeil. And this kid, he's a good player. He's obviously one of the best players for North Gaston. He plays on the defensive side in the secondary as well. And he was an outstanding player for them all night in their 28-7 win over East Lincoln. And you and I were there, and we watched it firsthand. So Lincoln, when they play a team like this, the defense has to be on their toes, has to account for everybody in that triple option.
Yeah, that Isaiah McNeil kid, he's a good ball player, that quarterback of North Gaston. There's no doubt about it. He can light the scoreboard up in a hurricane. So Lincoln High School, they played North Gaston this past Thursday night, and that was a game that was in a rain. It was rain and thunder, and it was bad weather. So
2 weeks ago.
And
they decided on a Friday afternoon, I think around 3 o'clock, that they didn't want to play it at the East Gaston field, and they rescheduled it for the week that both teams had a bye, which was this week. However, they rescheduled for some reason. I never did understand what the reason was, on Thursday night rather than Friday night.
Right. And a lot of people, what they don't realize is East Gaston's been putting a lot of points up on the football scoreboard, Ken.
They have.
So Lincoln's defense played outstanding too.
Yes, they had played outstanding. I was surprised by the score. And one of the things they did, they forced 6 turnovers in that game.
They had 5 interceptions.
5 interceptions.
Wow.
And recovered a fumble. I saw where Lincoln actually turned it over 3 times herself on fumbles. So Lincoln going forward is going to have to still limit those mistakes on offense, keep that ball off the ground.
Especially when they play good teams.
But I think they got a different mindset now, Tim, and as you head into conference play, they will be playing right out of the gate next week. Newton Conover, that'll be a tough opponent. And I'm really looking forward to see what they can do against them.
Absolutely. So congratulations to Tashawn Harris. He is the first Federal Lincoln County High School Student Athlete Football Player of the Week. Also, congratulations to Coach Gibson on his first win this year, Ken.
Yes.
All right, we're going to take a commercial. We'll be back right after these fine commercials from our good sponsor here at the first Federal Lincoln County High School Football Shows, Tim Johnson and Ken Link.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Ledford Gibson, head football coach, Lincoln High School, and you're listening to Tim and Ken on WLON Lincoln County Football Show.
We're back here on the First Federal Lincoln County High School Football Show. It's Ken Link and Tim Johnson. We're here every Friday for the pregame show. Starts at 6:30 till 7 o'clock. And Ken, we are at East Gaston High School tonight.
Yeah, we'll have those East Gaston team fighting against the East Lincoln team, and East Lincoln will be looking for that first win. But go over a key game that will happen this past Friday, the Battle of Hog Hill. Gone underway, West Lincoln and Fred T. Ford. And, boy, it was a close battle as we anticipated. Both teams up and down the field. and it went right down to the last minute before it was decided. Unfortunately, West Lincoln dropped a close one, 22-20, to Fred T. Ford. West Lincoln led that game 14-0 after the first quarter, so they came out right out of the opening gate playing well, and they still led 14-6 at half.
Yeah, it's a tough loss for the Rebels up there at West Lincoln High School. I know Tom Sane, we was up there the other week presenting the award to Nathan Hull, the first federal Lincoln County High School Student Athlete Football Player of the Week, and he's got a good football team. And I'm going to tell you, Fred T. Ford's a good football team too.
Yeah, they've played well and have beat some pretty good teams, and they have a good offense. They put a lot of points on the board, and they moved the ball up and down the field. This was a pretty even game as far as total yardage between the two teams. It was pretty even on the score. In the third quarter, the score was tied up 14-14 when Fred T. Ford scored on a 37-yard touchdown pass, I understand, on a 4th and 36 play. So It was a sort of a last gasp, and they scored on it. and got the 2-point conversion to tie that game 14-14. And then in the fourth quarter, Ford blocked the West Lincoln punt, picked it up and returned it 34 yards for a touchdown, and again converted the 2-point version to go up 22-14. So at that point, West Lincoln was like, okay, they're behind now. What did they do? They came right back down the field on the next drive, scored on a 21-yard touchdown pass from Seth Willis to Nathan Hull, that guy you just mentioned.
Absolutely.
But the 2-point try to tie the game failed, so it was 22-20. West Lincoln wasn't through, Tim. They stopped Fred T. Ford 3 and out, got the ball back, drove it down, led by Seth Willis, throwing and running to the 15-yard line of Fred T. Ford. Actually was in field goal range there.
They're
Tim.
ready to win the game.
A field goal wins the game. Unfortunately, on the next couple of plays, they had a couple of sacks and a penalty and got pushed back to the 35-yard line. And,
wow.
And that was – at that point,
that's a heartbreaker right there.
They had to be 4th and long, and they went for it, and they didn't make it. Less than a minute left, and they just couldn't quite get it in.
You know, West Lincoln's had 2 big, huge wins this year, and even in a tight contest, they're able to their defense to make a stand, get their offense back on the field, drive down the field, be in position to win the game. But they made 2 mistakes, 2 penalties, and then or maybe two sacks and a penalty, right? But you got to credit.
You got to give them credit
Absolutely.
for making a stop when they had to, giving themselves a chance to win, getting in position to win. Couldn't quite pull it off, but again, those guys had a lot of fight in them. Fred T. Ford's wins, and they take back that trophy to their place for a year. The Battle of Hog Hill.
So really, the mistakes beat West Lincoln.
It did. The mistakes beat them at the end.
So really, they could be 3-0 right now, sitting at the top.
Yeah, that was a tough one to lose.
Yes, it was.
But going forward now, they ought to feel pretty good about interconference play here next week, and they played well. They got a quarterback that can throw it.
Yes.
And as you and I were talking, maybe they should throw it a little bit more.
You know, some of the kids that we want to highlight, Coach, I talked to Coach Sane. He told me, he said, Tim, if you highlight a couple of these players that did an outstanding job. Jack Willis on the offensive line did an outstanding job. He said he blocked well all night long, opened up some big holes. He's the center for the running Rebels up there at West Lincoln High School. Said he blocked well, opened up holes and stuff like that. And you know as well as I do, Ken, being a center, you got to be one of the smartest kids on the team because you got to call out defensive schemes and stuff like that for your offensive line. You got to be able to pick out and so forth. So Jack Willis had a good game. And also Brandon Eichard. Brandon Eicher of West Lincoln had a great game as well. But the quarterback, who we was talking about, Seth Willis, throwing the ball, he was 4 for 9, 79 yards, a TD rushing, and 46 yards on the ground as well with a TD. So he had a sensational game as well. So, I think West Lincoln's starting to start opening up that offense for Seth and letting him throw the ball a little bit more. Because like you said, Ken, in the fourth quarter, he brought that team back.
Yeah, he did what they said with his passing and running. He drove that team down the field for the 1 touchdown and then drove them down to the 15-yard line. He was the leader. He was a quarterback, and they just couldn't quite pull it off. This week, Tim, they play East Burke, who has an 0-4 record. East Burke lost to Newton Conover last week, 44-6, and East Burke has only scored 20 points total in the first 4 games, and they've given up a lot of points. So this, I think, should be a win for these West Lincoln Rebels this week against East Burke.
Absolutely. So we're looking forward to a win for the West Lincoln Rebels. Like Ken said, taking on the East Burke Cavaliers. So we'll be back after these 5 commercials breaks right here on the First Federal Lincoln County High School Football Show.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
I'm Demery Brewer, and you're listening to Tim and Ken on the First Federal Lincoln County High School Football Show.
Okay, Ken Lincoln, Tim Johnson back on the First Federal Lincoln County Football Show. And we've been talking Lincoln County football. Say a word or two about one of the favorite places for Tim and I to eat. That's a House of Pizza in downtown Lincoln, North Carolina.
Yeah, great place to eat, Ken.
And every time we go, we come away full. Those folks there have a big menu, all kinds of subs, chicken fajitas, those kinds of things, Italian, Greek food, and their pizzas are top of the line, and they're a house specialty on pizza is something I usually get, and as I said, I never go away from that place hungry.
You better believe it. So say hello to all the girls up there at House of Pizza, and like I say, Ken, we stop in every Friday before we head out to our destination where we're going to be calling our games at. So great food, great spirits, great atmosphere. It's the House of Pizza located there in Lincoln on Main Street. So
a little shout out. I understand Tim ran into someone.
Yeah,
that was
absolutely.
Ex-classmate of mine back in the high school days, and actually growing up before then. Jim Page that he ran into. I ran into Jim at a Cherryville Legion game back in the summer, and he and I talked a little bit about some things. So he says he listens to us, and we'll just say shout out for Jim. Keeps listening, and we'll keep talking Lincoln County football.
Absolutely. And I also want to send a shout out to Scott Cloninger. He's having a little bit of surgery, Ken. We keeping Scott in our prayers out there, and I know all the Lincoln fans is too. Of course, West Lincoln, East Lincoln, North Lincoln too. So, Scott, we got you in our prayers, and we're thinking about you. And also, I want to say hello to Ronnie Cartner. Ran into Ronnie Cartner the other day, Ken, and Ronnie's coming. He said, "Tim, I'm ready. Just call me." So we're gonna try. We're gonna try to get him in here next week.
One thing about Ronnie, if you get him, he always has something to say.
Absolutely,
there's no doubt about that.
Listen, when you think about football, of course, you think about Von Ray, Richard Smith, and of course Scott Cloninger. But Ronnie Carpenter, he's got to be up there with them. I'm telling you.
He's not a bigger fan in Lincoln than Ronnie Carpenter of the Lincoln Woods football. There's no doubt about that.
No doubt about that. All righty, North Lincoln. They lost to Alexander Central, but I tell you, they had a great game. They played good.
Yeah, 40-36 was the final score. In that game, I'll have to admit, is a lot closer than I thought it'd be. Alexander Central has a fine team, and even though North Lincoln got behind early, they never gave up, Tim, and they cut that final margin to 4 points with about 5 minutes left in the game.
Ken, is quarterback Reed McCoy, is he the best quarterback in our conference?
Well, so far it looks like he may be.
He can throw it.
Because he can throw it, and he threw it for 4 touchdowns against Alexander Central. Over 200 yards passing. Tim, he was 17 for 32. He did have 2 interceptions, but he threw 4 touchdown passes. Tim, when you got a quarterback and got some receivers, and he can throw it and get that big yardage, that's tough to defend in high school.
You're right.
Most of the high school defenses are set up to stop that run first, as they should be. But if you got a passing attack, you can put some points on the board a lot of times in high school.
It opens up everything.
It does.
It opens up everything. It makes your offense more dynamic, too. So it opens up the running game. It helps your wide receivers. It don't let the, I guess you say the defense put 8, 9 men in the box, Ken.
Yeah, you can't.
And so it makes them play honest.
Makes them play more honest.
Absolutely.
Guess what? Opens up more possibilities as far as what you can do on offense.
And if you think about East Lincoln in the years in the past when they had Chaz at quarterback and how he just brought the dynamic of the passing game to East Lincoln. He ran too, but it keeps you honest. You just don't know what to do. I mean, you're going to stop the run or you're going to stop the pass. So. But, yeah, North Lincoln, I like what I'm seeing out of Coach Pack and the North Lincoln Knights. Like Ken was saying, they lost to Alexander Central Taylorsville up there. The Cougars, 40-36, had 422 rushing yards and no turnovers. North Lincoln had 348 total yards with 2 turnovers. And Caleb Holly had a great game, had 5 catches for 111 yards, 2 TDs. That's Angie Hallman's son. So, and DeQuan Camp had 4 catches for 78 yards. So he's spreading the football around, Ken.
And those two are 2 good receivers.
Absolutely.
They're good size, good height. They're athletic, and we've watched them play. Tim down there at North Lincoln. Those are 2 very good receivers.
If you got a quarterback who can throw it for 200 yards a game, Ken, I'm telling you, good things are going to happen to your football team.
And I
eventually.
think it will. I think North Lincoln's getting better, and as we go forward, I think we'll see improvement in that team this year under the new coach down there, Steve Pack, who's got those boys motivated and playing well. Also, for North Lincoln, Clayton Cribb had 72 yards rushing on 16 attempts. So they got a pretty good running back, and they've got a good passer. So if they get their defense shored up a little bit, I think good things are coming for North Lincoln.
Yes, and I tell you, Ken, I want to send a shout-out to Gene Singh, too. I know Gene's your right-hand man for all the inside information on the North Lincoln Knights. Gene's a great guy, helps out with the football team down there. And, of course, all the people in the press box, they're great people down there in the press box at North Lincoln High School. We have a lot of fun.
They have a lot of fun. They have good food down there. We can't always eat it all because we come filled up already from the House of Pizza. But we appreciate all the good hospitality down there when we're down at North Lincoln. Now this week, Tim, North Lincoln's got another tough opponent.
This is going to be interesting.
The Bessemer City Yellow Jackets, who are 3-0, Tim, and have been impressive in all 3 wins.
Ken, they're really good. I mean, defense and offense. Bessemer City's got it going on. Like you said, had impressive wins of 38-7, 22-0, 35-0. Had a bye last week, so they're ready to play. They're ready to get out there.
Yeah, they've got 2 weeks to prepare, and so North Lincoln got another tough opponent. It'd be interesting to see how they do against these Yellow Jackets who defense, I mean, they've only given up 7 points in 3 games, so their defense has been very impressive. They have that running attack. That's what they're going to come at you with the run. So North Lincoln's going to have to figure out how to stop that running attack to have a chance in this game.
So you think North Lincoln can go down there and compete with Bessemer City?
We'll see. It'll be a tough challenge.
It'll be absolutely
a tough challenge. But we'll see.
All righty. We're here on the First Federal Lincoln County High School football shows. Tim Johnson and Ken Link. We'll see you guys at East Gaston. We want everybody to come on in and see us. If you see us down at the football field, come and talk to me and Ken. We'll be back after these commercials right here on the First Federal Lincoln County High School football show.
You see it all around you. Good loving gone bad.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Bossier City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
All right, we're back on the WLON First Federal Lincoln County Football Show here on this Friday night. Ken Link and Tim Johnson. And tonight, Tim, we'll be down at East Gaston, where those East Lincoln Mustangs will be traveling down there, hoping to get their first win of the season against East Gaston.
Yeah, Ken, East Lincoln has been struggling a lot on offense here in the last couple weeks. They're 0-3, and I know we had talked to David Lubowitz last week when they played North Gaston High School, and he was positive, he was confident in his kids. He's going to turn things around, and we know he will too because he's a great coach. But they make a lot of mistakes on offense, a lot of penalties, Ken.
They do, and if you look at the total yardage in the games against the opponents, it's about even, but the score has been sort of lopsided, and it gets back to what you just said, Tim.
Mistakes
on offense has been keeping them from getting that ball in the end zone, and they've got to score some points to be able to win these games.
One thing I did notice is that the quarterback, Chase Jones, had a great game. He played really well.
He's improved. He played a heady game. He actually scrambled, made some yardage. He made some pretty good passes. He did not play bad in that game.
And the defense, I tell you, what I noticed in the first quarter, the offensive line controlled the game. East Lincoln drove right down the field, and their offensive line, they dominated North Gaston's defensive line. And I tell you, Ken, they ran the ball well, they threw the ball well, but all of a sudden it just fell apart for some reason.
Yeah, and if you add up the mistakes, you had 3 turnovers, a blocked punt in addition to that, plus, again, probably double digits in penalties. They had, over 10 penalties again?
Well,
and
they had, I think, 12 penalties for 100 yards.
That'll kill you.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't do that, especially when you play good teams. If they could stop the mistakes and stuff like that on penalties and so forth, I think they can maybe put more points on the board.
Yeah, I think so. And their defense had looked good the first couple of games, even though they had lost. But last Friday night, they took a little step back against that triple option.
They did.
Attack against North Gaston. They just had trouble defending that, Tim.
They didn't have an answer for the quarterback, for Isaiah McNeil. Not an answer at all. That kid ran all over him. He didn't. He wasn't more of a throwing. It was more of a running attack. But number 3, the Bryce Cobb, who we was talking about earlier in the Lincoln against Lincoln, he had a great game too. So the running back. Kennedy had a good game, and number 3, those 3, that's a 3-headed monster for North Gaston. But yeah, if East Lincoln, if they can contain their mistakes and stuff like that and get things going in the right direction, East Lincoln's going to win some football games. Hopefully it starts tonight, Ken.
Yeah, against East Gaston. East Gaston, who won the first game against North Gaston, but then have lost 3 in a row, and they've got a couple good players on that team. But let's see if the East Lincoln can play better and come out with a win tonight.
Now, one of the players that had a good game, too, was Chandler Jones. He had 93 yards and 14 carries. Like you said, the offense hadn't scored but 16 points in 3 games.
Yeah, for East
They got to put some points on the board.
Yeah, that's the bottom line. You can't win if you don't score. So we're hoping they turn that around tonight, and Tim and I will be there to bring it to you.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be back with our final thoughts on the First Federal Lincoln County High School football show.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of large banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank, 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
All right, we're back here on the First Federal Lincoln County High School football show. Ken, let's do a rundown of the conference so far, the South Fork 2A conference.
Okay, there's been no conference games played yet, but we'll go through the record so far of the teams and quickly. Maiden is 4-0. They have a bye this week. They don't play, but they've been sort of a surprise to me how well they played offensively. New Conover is 3-0, and this week they have a tough opponent, High Brighton, who's 4-0 and has really been dominant against their opponents. Lake Norman is 3-1. They haven't played really a tough schedule, but they have a bye this week. Bandy's is 2-1, and they played pretty well. They have Hickory this week, who's 1-2. After that, we have the 4 Lincoln County teams, all of which are playing on the road this week. West Lincoln is 2-1. They play at Burke. Lincoln is 1-2. They're at North Gaston. North Lincoln is 1-2. They're at Bessemer City. And East Lincoln, as we just previewed, is 0-3. They're at East Gaston.
Let's make some picks, Ken. I'm picking West Lincoln over East Burke. You agree with that? West Lincoln over East Burke?
Yes, I agree with that.
I'm picking Lincoln to beat East Gaston.
I'll go with that.
And North Lincoln, Bessemer City. I think it's going to be a good game. I think North Lincoln will learn something for playing Alexander Central, Ken.
Yeah, that could be closer than what you think. If I had to, if I had to have a flip a coin, I'd probably have to go on the side of Bessemer City.
Right. I agree with you.
And then East Lincoln at East Gaston, I'm saying East Lincoln getting their first win tonight.
Let's go East Lincoln this week, and I think Coach Lewis is going to pick up his first win, a high school coach here in Lincoln County. So I'm excited for East Lincoln. Let's commit, the mistakes and stuff like that, and knock that down, and let's go win a football game for the East Lincoln Mustangs, Ken.
And this week, we've got all 4 Lincoln County teams in action, and somebody on one of those teams is going to win the first federal Lincoln County High School Football Player of the Week that this past week went to Tyshawn Harris of the Lincoln Woods.
Yes, congratulations to that young man. I know Demery Brewer, myself, and you were out there at Lincoln High School to present that award to the young man, and he was excited. Had a picture of all the people in the weight room, so we had a lot of fun there with Coach Gibson and all the young kids there at Lincoln High School with the Wolves for this past week. Congratulations to Tyshawn Harris, and of course to the Lincoln Wolves and Coach Gibson, first win of this year, Ken.
Yes. We'll be back with you next week talking about the results of all 4 of these schools that these Lincoln County teams are playing.
All righty, good luck to all the Lincoln County High School football teams, and like Ken said, we'll see you guys here next week. Hey, join us down at East Lincoln tonight as East Lincoln takes on East Gaston Warriors. Tim McKeon right here on the First Federal Lincoln County High School Football Show. Everybody have a great weekend. We will see you at the Lincoln County Apple Festival. Come see Ken and Tim at the Lincoln County Apple Festival.
We'll have a booth there. Look forward for you stopping by.
When Auto Owners Insurance was founded in 1916, the world was quite different. Yet with all that's changed, our commitment to be there when you need us most hasn't. By teaming up with independent agents, we've made a difference for generations of customers, and will for generations to come. And by making a difference every day, 100 years seem to go by in a flash.
Your local Auto Owners Insurance Agency is Mooney Insurance Agency, located at 528 East Main Street in Macon. Call 828-428-8231.
We're a community bank. That's why we always try to approach things from a community-minded point of view. When something is in the best interest of the communities we serve, it's good for us as well. We're community-minded, just like you. Carolina Trust Bank, member FDIC. Community minded, just like you.
We're community minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, with 3 offices in Lincoln, also in Gastonia, Denver, Forest City, Hickory, Lake Lure, and Vail. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Think your dream home is out of reach? Think again. At Silver Point Homes in Lincoln, they provide quality custom construction and the luxury amenities you want at an exceptional value. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an empty nester looking to downsize, we have the perfect home for you. Visit silverpointhomes.com to learn more or stop by our Lincoln Sales Center to tour our model homes. Let our friendly staff help you visualize your dream. Silver Point Homes, making your dream home a reality. New models now on display. Silver Point Homes, East Main Street, Lincoln. You're invited to drop by and see our brand new big showroom. Now open at Abernathy Chevrolet Buick GMC in Lincoln. Yes, it's big, it's bright, and it's full of great deals on Chevrolets, Buicks, and GMC trucks. Hey, it's truck month. Come in now and get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $5,500 total cash allowance on the 2017 Chevy Silverado 1500 cab. Come in for all the details at the all-new Abernathy Chevrolet Buick GMC truck, 1445 East Main Street, Lincoln.
A reminder to all from Lincoln Animal Hospital: the importance of spaying and neutering controls the population. Did you know that one female cat and her offspring can produce more than 420,000 cats in 7 years? One female dog and her offspring can produce more than 67,000 dogs in 6 years. Spaying can protect a female dog from developing breast cancer and life-threatening infection of the uterus. Neutering can decrease the likelihood of males fighting and can also protect male dogs from painful prostatic enlargement, anal tumors, and testicular cancer. It can also decrease and eliminate urine spraying and marking of cats. See Lincoln Animal Hospital today.
Drew, This new city just makes me miss home, man. Go get a sweet tea from McDonald's. They make it fresh, sweet, and it's icy cold, just like your mom's. But I miss home. Oh, so you miss your mom telling you to make sure your room is clean? Or close the fridge right and stop letting another cool air out? Or turn them lights off. Right, got it. The sweet tea is just right. But you know I'm gonna tell my mom you got jokes. No, don't.
This is no joke. Stop by McDonald's and get a large sweet tea for just $1 all summer long. Large sweet tea, just $1. Price and participation may vary. Limited time only.
Okay, welcome out to the East Gaston Warriors home football field here on the Ronaldo Auto Mall High School Football Game of the Week here on WLON 1050 AM. Tim Johnson, your host, and my right-hand man sitting right beside of me, Mr. Kenny Link. We are the radio personalities tonight for the East Lincoln Mustangs taking on the East Gaston Warriors here tonight. And so, Ken, we got a couple teams here that's been struggling in the last few weeks.
Yeah, this should be an interesting game tonight on the this Ronaldo Auto Mall broadcast of high school football. The East Gaston Warriors won their first game of the season, tight contest against North Gaston, 34-31. But since then, they've lost 3 in a row. And East Lincoln comes in having to play 3 games, and they're 0-3 on the season. So we got 2 teams in here hungry for a win tonight. Yeah, and Coach David Lewitz, the head coach at East Lincoln High School, his first year as a head coach here. He's been with East Lincoln for over 9 years. He was a defensive coordinator, so he does a great job with the young men out there at East Lincoln High School. He's excited. He's ready to get his first victory under his belt here tonight at East Gaston High School. And I'm predicting tonight that East Lincoln's going to come away with a win here tonight. Well, they need one. They need one badly. They suffered a tough loss in their first home game this season at East Lincoln, 28-7 last week to North Gaston. That's a little bit of surprising score. I thought it would be a closer game to that, and I thought East Lincoln might win that first home game, but they have not. Tim, they had been playing good defense in the first couple of games. Their defense had a little trouble last week about that with that triple option in North Gaston. But the biggest problem with East Lincoln, they have not been able to put a lot of points on the board. Yes, I tell you, Ken, here on the Stadium pregame, First Federal Savings Stadium pregame, the East Lincoln Mustangs had a lot of trouble, like you said, last week, stopping that quarterback number 11, Isaiah McNeil. We saw that last night when they played Lincolnton, North Gaston did, and he just ran all over Lincoln too. So North Gaston's a pretty good football team, and they've been coming on in the last couple weeks. And so, and the East Gaston Warriors, they play them the first game of the year, like you were saying, and they beat North Gaston. Yeah, I think North Gaston, a much improved team. I'm not sure if that game was played now that the outcome would be like it was. I believe it'd be different. But East Lincoln's got the East Gaston Warriors tonight, and that's what they're focused on. Last week, they had about had a good many yardage. Wasn't that much difference in the total yardage between them and North Gaston? But again, mistakes. They had 3 turnovers, East Lincoln did, lots of penalties, had a punt blocked. And when you make those kind of mistakes, Tim, that keeps you out of the end zone. Yeah, East Lincoln, like you said, they moved the ball pretty well on offense, especially in the first quarter. I noticed that their offensive line was controlling the line of scrimmage. They were running the ball. They were able to throw the ball. They were making strides down the field, and they were in deep territory several times on the offensive side of the football. But something happened in the second quarter and remainder of the game that turned our game around. And I tell you, from what I saw, the penalties and mistakes that that the team made hurt them in several opportunities. They could have maybe put some points on the board. Yes, and Chandler Jones had over 100 yards rushing last week, and Chase Jones, the quarterback, seems to be improving each week. He was 7 out of 15 for 76 yards and a 1 interception last week. But, again, you can move the ball between the 20s or the 30s, but you got to eventually get in that end zone, and that's where they had trouble. East Lincoln offense in 3 games so far this year have scored only a total of 16 points, and that's the story of the season so far. Yes, you're right, and I agree with you. They've got to put more points on the board, stop the mistakes, the turnovers and stuff like that. And I know Coach Lubowitz is in practice. He's talked to his team and stuff. He's told them, he said, look, guys, we're
we're beating ourselves, you know, on the football field. We got to stop making those mistakes. And by looking at them tonight, they look like they're ready to play. They're excited out there. They got some swagger about them. So I know that they've had a great week of practice here this week to come down here to East Gaston here at Warrior Country. Speaking of the Warrior Country, they are coached. East Gaston High School football coach is Sean Joyce. And I'm sure he's got his kids ready to play tonight as well. Like you said, they played Lincoln last week, and they got beat 51-12 and had lots of turnovers. I think there were 5 interceptions. I think 6 turnovers they committed. Is that correct?
6 total in the game, and they got away from them real quickly. Since that opening win over North Gaston, 34-31, they've lost 3 straight, 22-0 to Bessemer City, 51-13 to Stuart Kramer, and then 51-12, as we said last week, to Lincoln. So they're looking to rebound and try to get a win here tonight. So they want to regain sort of what they had in that first opening game.
Absolutely, and I agree with that 100%. All righty, we're here tonight at East Gaston High School. This is Tim Johnson and Ken Link. We're part of the Best in Sports on Wednesdays from 4 to 5, and also the First Federal Lincoln County High School football show every Friday from 6:30 to 7. You could tune in to our pregame show. So we're going to go to a commercial break here on the Renato Automall High School football game of the week. It's the Stadium pregame show, First Federal here tonight. So we'll be back after these commercials here at WLON 1050 AM.
Sleep apnea is the interruption of sleep by a blockage to breathing. 8 million Americans go undiagnosed for sleep apnea. Dr. John L. Cloninger III of Lincoln can help you with sleep apnea problems. John III is a member of the American Academy of Dental Sleep Medicine. He can help you now overcome the symptoms of obstructive sleep apnea, such as excessive daytime sleep, loud snoring, episodes of breathing cessation where you stop breathing, dry mouth and sore throat, morning headaches, insomnia, attention problems, and more. John III is concerned that patients don't know there are treatments for obstructive sleep apnea, from CPAP to dental appliances or even surgery. John III offers a free consultation for anyone with symptoms of sleep apnea. Just call 704-735-0765 or come by 904 Dodger Drive in Lincoln to make an appointment. Sleep longer, smile brighter, live happier. Dr. John L. Cloninger III put his 21 years of dentistry experience to work for you.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenient products and services of larger banks with hometown people you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Bossier City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
It's the Subway Sub of the Day. Each day of the week, you get a different 6-inch sub for just $3.50. Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken sub. Wednesday, the turkey breast sub. Thursday, the Italian BMT sub. Friday, the tuna sub. Saturday, the Black Forest ham sub. And Sunday, the meatball marinara sub. Your choice, just $3.50. The Sub of the Day from Subway in Bossier City and the Walmart in Lincoln.
Unless the Lord builds a house, its builders labor over it in vain. This is from Psalm 27, and this is the key verse that Key Builders in Lincoln is built on. Key Builders in Lincoln is large enough to do what the big boys do, but small enough to be personal. Bring your own plans or visit the website at keypropertiesnc.com and take a look at theirs. They have homes for everyone. So call your local hometown builder, Key Builders, 704-735-0040, or visit their office, 1459 North Aspen Street in Lincoln. Like them on Facebook, too. Summer sales event is underway at Renato Cadillac Buick GMC in Shelby. Come in now and get 0% financing for 72 months on the 2017 GMC Sierra 1500 and the GMC Acadia SLT. But that's not all. Renato Cadillac Buick GMC in Shelby has 0% financing for 72 months on the 2017 Buick Enclave and the 2017 Buick Envision Preferred. Coming now for all the details during the summer's sales event. Renato Cadillac Buick GMC, 423 East Boulevard in Shelby.
All righty, welcome back to the East Gaston High School, where the Warriors are taking on the East Lincoln Mustangs here tonight. It's the Renato Automall High School Football Game of the Week, and it is brought to you by the Stadium Pregame Show of First Federal here in Lincolnton, Boger City, and Denver. And I'm Tim Johnson, and we have Mr. Kenny Link here with us. We are big fans of high school football every year, so we're honored to be here on WLON 1050 AM for the high school game between East Lincoln and East Gaston. Also, we got our good friends sitting beside of us, Mr. David Keever and Jason from the Lincoln Times News. It's always good to be with this fine people. And Kenny, I tell you, my man, we got popcorn. I smell it now. I see the cheerleaders down there. They're getting warmed up, and I see the fans are coming in. That's about football time, Ken.
Yeah, we got about 15 minutes before the kickoff to get this game underway. And one of the things I want to mention is a couple players on the East Gaston side that's been leading them this year. Quarterback Kobe Creamer, he led them in rushing last week, and also was 5 out of 16 on some passes. He's small stature, but he's an excellent player with lots of quickness for them. And also halfback Brody Hilton, who is also one of their key players on offense. One of the things we want to do is look at the player to watch for the game, Tim, the classic Ford of Shelby player of the game to watch. And I'm thinking about two players on the East Lincoln side. One of them who's the leader of that defense, Ryan Matz.
Yes.
And the other one who has to direct the offense, and as you mentioned, has been improving, I think, each week.
Each week he has improved.
That's Chase Jones.
I agree with you. That's great picks there. I go with that too. Ryan Matz on the defensive side of the football. I'm sure his grandparents are up here from Florida watching this young man play. He's going to be going to West Point, to Army, to play football and to get a great education there. And like you said, Chase Jones, I agree with you. He's improved every week.
Yes, and if he had some bad luck last week, Tim. He threw a couple good passes that unfortunately were dropped. And
got to catch that football. He's the first, like we was talking about in between the break, he's a first-year quarterback here at East Lincoln High School for the Mustangs. And when he has an opportunity to throw the football, make a big play, you got to keep it. You can't let it hit the ground. And there was several passes that I noticed last week that he dropped.
Yeah, so we're gonna say he's the player to watch today for the Classic Ford at Shelby. We'll keep an eye on him as he progresses and see if he can lead this East Lincoln offense to some touchdowns in the end zone and come away with the win tonight.
Absolutely. Some other games are in our area for the Lincoln County games. You got the West Lincoln Rebels. They're playing home tonight against the East Burke Cavaliers. I know Coach Tommy Sain, I talked to him earlier today, and Tom said he's fired up. He's ready to go back out there and get that win streak started again. And, from last week, to be honest with you, they should be 4-0 right now, Ken.
Yeah, they very easily could have be undefeated. Another game tonight is North Lincoln traveling over to Bessemer City. Now, Bessemer City's been very strong all year, got strong defense, got a good running attack. But one thing I'm going to say about North Lincoln, we talked about the quarterback.
Yes.
Reed McCory, he may be the best quarterback in Lincoln County, and he threw for over 200 yards last week and 4 touchdowns. If North Lincoln's going to air it out a little bit, that may be a little different kind of challenge for Bessemer City because they haven't played a passing team yet.
It'll open up the running game as well. You can't put 8 and 9 people in the box down there to stop the running game. Like you said on the show earlier about the high school football, how they want to stop the run and make them, throw the ball or something like that. But if you got a quarterback, like you said, for Reed McCord from North Lincoln High School, the Knights, and he's throwing the football, gaining yards and stuff in the air and stuff like that. Listen, that makes it tough on your defense because then you can run, you can set up play action, you can do a lot with that.
And he's got 2 tall receivers who can catch it, so that's a good combo. If the offensive line can give him time, I think he can move that ball a little bit on Bessemer City.
Absolutely, I agree with you too. So I know Coach David Lubowitz, I know he's excited tonight. I really believe he's going to pull his first win tonight here at East Gaston High School. And, by looking out there on the field right now, they got the band out there, so we're fixing to get things started here on WLON 1050 AM. It's the game of the week, the Renato High School here on the Stadium Pregame Show to First Federal. I'm Tim Johnson, Ken Link. We're going to go to another commercial, and we're going to be back with some more football here on the First Federal Stadium Pregame Halftime Show.
Don't miss the 20% off this event going on now at Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby. It's time to see big money on stock units. They've got to go to make room for more inventory. Prices have been slashed. Don't let this special event slip you by. And you can even save more with your X plan. Come into Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby for all the details. The 20% off sales event going now at Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East 6 Boulevard in Shelby. Online at ClassicFordShelby.com.
It's Breakfast Madness at Mitchum's Kitchen in Vale. Check out these breakfast specials: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sausage, steak, or liver mush biscuit for $1.39. And on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the big breakfast: 2 eggs, 1 meat, 1 side, biscuit or toast for $4.59. And drink is included. It's Breakfast Madness at Mitchum's Kitchen, Highway 274-27 West intersection in Vale. Call 704-276-1055.
Reminder to all, Lincoln Animal Hospital, the importance of spaying and neutering controls the population. Did you know that one female cat and her offspring can produce more than 420,000 cats in 7 years? One female dog and her offspring can produce more than 67,000 dogs in 6 years. Spaying can protect a female dog from developing breast cancer and life-threatening infection of the uterus. Neutering can decrease the likelihood of males fighting and can also protect male dogs from painful prostatic enlargement, anal tumors, and testicular cancer. It can also decrease and eliminate urine spraying and marking of cats. See Lincoln Animal Hospital today.
Celebrating 50 years. It's the Glen Oaks Golf Club. Hard to think how many birdies have been made over those years, and oh yeah, how many double bogeys too. Whether it's a birdie, par, or bogey, you'll love the Glen Oaks Golf Club. It's open to everyone. Visit the beautiful pro shop with drive, range, snack bar, banquet facility, bar, picnic, shelter, and swimming pool. Great for group outings. Reserve your time by calling 828-428-2451 or visit the website at glenoaksgolf.com. The Cleveland County Fair returns September 28th through October 8th. It's Cleveland County's biggest annual event. Plan now to bring the family to the 93rd Cleveland County Fair. Entertainment includes the Zerbini Family Circus, Extreme Illusions and Escapes, Act Monsters, Chainsaw Art, Boomer and his farm delivery truck. Plus, enjoy the sounds of Blend with hits from the 50s and 60s, along with country and gospel. Plus, Demolition Derby on the grandstand. Plan now to be there September 28th through October 8th. 93rd Annual Cleveland County Fair. Online at clevelandcountyfair.com. It's time to trade up to a Yamaha sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Payment starts at $97 per month, or you can get 2.99% APR financing, plus up to $300 customer cash. And that's not all. Get 2.99% financing APR, plus up to $1,000 in customer cash. Come in for all the details during the trade up to a Yamaha sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Exit 22 at I-5, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Sleep apnea is the interruption of sleep by a blockage to breathing. 8 million Americans go undiagnosed for sleep apnea. Dr. John L. Cloninger III of Lincoln can help you with sleep apnea problems. John III is a member of the American Academy of Dental Sleep Medicine. He can help you now overcome the symptoms of obstructive sleep apnea, such as excessive daytime sleep, loud snoring, episodes of breathing cessation where you stop breathing, dry mouth and sore throat, morning headache, insomnia, attention problems, and more. John III is concerned that patients don't know there are treatments for obstructive sleep apnea, from CPAP to dental appliances or even surgery. John III offers a free consultation for anyone with symptoms of sleep apnea. Just call 704-735-0765 or come by 904 Doncha Drive in Lincoln to make an appointment. Sleep longer, smile brighter, live happier. Dr. John L. Cloninger III put his 21 years of dentistry experience to work for you.
All righty, we're back here at the Stadium pregame show from First Federal of Lincoln, Boger City, in Denver. Our good friends there. Demery Brewer, fine young man who is our sponsor this year on behalf of First Federal. Also, Miss Dyra Aker in the main branch downtown Lincoln. It's always good to be working with such great people and professional people here. So we're just so proud to be a part of that. It's the Ronaldo High School game of the weekend, and it is the East Lincoln Mustangs here tonight at East Gaston High School, where the Warriors are the home team here tonight. So, Ken, what is the Ken Leak's keys to the game that you think for East Lincoln to win this football game?
Tim, the keys to this game amount to two keys on both sides of the football. For East Lincoln, their Brian Matz-led defense needs to get back to how they played in the first 2 games, where they really played lights-out defense, and limit these East Gaston Warriors to not putting points on the board.
I agree with you.
And they can do it. Now, they had a little bit of trouble last week against that triple option offense of North Gaston, but they're not going to see that tonight. So I look for that, the key to the game, how that defense can stop East Gaston. And on the other side of the football, can East Lincoln keep from turning that ball over and eliminate the penalties and mistakes so that they can actually get in the end zone and put 2 or 3 touchdowns on the board. Against this East Gaston team, I think 2 or 3 touchdowns will be enough to win the game, because I'm assuming that East Lincoln defense will show up tonight and hold them down.
Yes, I think they're going to play big tonight. Matter of fact, I'm going to say my score is going to be East Lincoln 27 and the Warriors 16. 27-16, East Lincoln Mustangs. Coach David Lubowitz gets his first high school career as a head coach win here tonight. And so, but yeah, I agree with you. They got to stop them on defense. And I think the defense is going to be aggressive tonight. They're going to play in the backfield of the East Gaston Warriors. And I think the East Lincoln Mustangs, they're going to put some points on the board tonight. And I think they practiced that all week. And they're going to cut down on mistakes too, like you said, Ken. That's great points there for the football game here tonight. Now, on the other hand, East Gaston, what do you think about those chances, Ken?
Well, East Gaston obviously has struggled putting points on the board since that first big win against North Gaston. So they got to get back to moving the football and limit their mistakes. When you turn it over 6 times in a ball game,
yes,
you're not going to win that ball game.
No.
And that's what happened. I don't know whether last week when they got so far behind they started passing more, but they threw a lot of passes in that game, and unfortunately 5 of them were intercepted. They can't make those kind of mistakes.
I agree with you.
So to have a chance, they're going to have to eliminate mistakes. Both of these teams. Now, we'll see what happens. That's another key.
Sure.
Which team makes the least amount of mistakes? And you could say, well, Ken, you can say that in every game. You can. But here's 2 teams
they've made too many mistakes.
Been making a lot. So somebody's going to have to say, hey, let's make adjustments and not make them anymore.
Right, I agree with you. That's great points there for East Gaston as well as East Lincoln High School here tonight at East Gaston High School, where the Warriors are taking on the East Lincoln Mustangs. Okay, we're going to go to a commercial break, and we got the football teams on the field. Looks like East Lincoln is ready to come out for their fans over there. And we got some good crowd over at East Lincoln fan side, and looks like East Gaston's starting to fill up over here too, Ken.
Yeah, got to have a pretty good crowd, and see a good bit of orange over there on the East Lincoln side of things. So I think they're going to have a good fan showing over here tonight. All
righty, we're going to take a break here on the Ronaldo High School football game of the week. It's the First Federal Stadium pregame show. You're listening to Tim Johnson and Ken Link here on WLON 1050 AM.
Turner House Insurance Group has moved into the new location at 228 East Main Street in downtown Lincoln, and you're invited to come by. Jamie Hauser can help you with your home, auto, commercial, farm, or life insurance needs. Turner Hauser Insurance Group is here to serve their community and help you protect what matters. Visit the new location, Turner Hauser Insurance Group, 228 East Main Street in downtown Lincoln, and just look for the big blue awning. Online at turnerhauseris.com. Call 704-732-9577. When it's time to call or order in for your special event, call the Chuck Wagon Grill for any occasion. They'll cater your every need. They'll even bring it to your doorstep. And be sure to check out the prime rib. It's absolutely out of this world good. The Chuck Wagon Grill is open 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday with some great daily lunch and dinner specials. Be sure to check out their homemade soup on cool days ahead. For your catering, call 74732-4777. The Chuck Wagon Grill, 3051 Highway 27, east of Lincoln. Your CarQuest dealer is Eddie's Auto Parts. Now Eddie's Auto Parts is your authorized dealer for Summit Racing Equipment, plus rough country lift kits. Get your lawnmower batteries, automated detailing and cleaning supplies too. So race on in to Eddie's Auto Parts, 2514 East Main Street in Lincoln.
When you want some help from a fellow caller, it's all in one place, as you'll discover. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Playing football is tough, and so is going to work every day. Sure, there are some days you don't feel like you're going to make it. When those days come, we invite you to visit Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic Center, 1814 North Aspen Street in Lincoln. and now an additional location in Denver at 615 Highway 16. Dr. Robin Owings and Dr. Robert Schick invite you to drop by and find out how they can help you feel better. Hey, I did. Just call 704-735-9668. Visit the website at ProWellnessNC.com. Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic. They've always got your back. The Roundup store in Shelby welcomes Mike Trent. Come and see Mike for all of your door and window needs. Come in and see what they've rounded up in the Roundup store, like distressed cross ties, $30 for a bundle of 16. Assorted sizes of interior, pre-hung doors are $4. See the line of all-wood kitchen cabinets, countertops, bathroom vanities, floor covering, and of course their famous Roundup building and gazebos. The Roundup store, 1610 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, online at roundupshelby.com. Having trouble finding a car or truck at a price you can afford? Your troubles are over when you stop in at Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. At Milholland Automotive in Lincoln, they make find a pre-owned vehicle easy. No credit, no money to put down. Milholland Automotive has the banks to get you approved. Come see the selection today at Milholland Automotive, 423 West Main Street in Lincoln. Visit the website at milhollandautomotive.com for a complete list of inventory, or give them a call at 704-736-1000. That's Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. Playing football is tough, and so is going to work every day. Sure, there are some days you don't feel like you're going to make it. When those days come, we invite you to visit Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic Center, 1814 North Aspen Street in Lincoln, and now an additional location in Denver at 615 Highway 16. Dr. Robin Owings and Dr. Robert Schick invite you to drop by and find out how they can help you feel better. Hey, I did. Just call 704-735-9668 or visit the website at ProWellnessNC.com. Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic. They've always got your back. Turner Hauser Insurance Group has moved to the new location at 228 East Main Street in downtown Lincoln, and you're invited to come by. Jimmy Hauser can help you with your home, auto, commercial, farm, or life insurance needs. Turner Hauser Insurance Group is here to serve their community and help you protect what matters. Visit the new location, Turner Hauser Insurance Group, 228 East Main Street in downtown Lincoln. Just look for the big blue on. Online at TurnerHauserINS.com. Call 704-732-9577.
All righty, we're back here at East Gaston High School, where the East Gaston Warriors are hosting the East Lincoln Mustangs here tonight on the Rinaldo Automall High School football game of the week. Your host here tonight is Tim Johnson and Mr. Kenny Link. And we're going to have a great football game tonight. East Lincoln is kicking the football off tonight, so the East Gaston Warriors will be receiving the football. And, Ken, it's football time.
Yeah, Ryan Shanklin for East Lincoln approaching the ball, and we're underway. Kick is taken around the 10, 15-yard line and coming over to the left. Cuts back, look like number 5 on the return. That's Kobe Creamer all the way out to the 38-yard line of East Lincoln.
Yes, that was
not East Lincoln, but of East Gaston.
Yeah, that's a good run back for the quarterback there, Kobe Creamer. So East Gaston is on offense here tonight for the first time, and East Lincoln will be on defense. So the key to the game, like you said, is East Lincoln's defense and Ryan Matz. If he can put pressure on the quarterback and get in that backfield.
Snap, shotgun, handoff, and
there's the man.
Doing.
That's the man right there.
Ryan Matz right there on the play, drops him for a loss on about 1 on the play.
Absolutely. So it's going to be second down and maybe a loss of a yard. So second and long for the East Gaston Warriors.
Okay, they're up to the line again in the shotgun. Number 5, Kobe Creamer, back waiting to snap. And look like he's changing the play, getting the play from the sidelines. Clock's running down.
I'm trying to find the 25-second clock. He just handed off there to number 6.
6, and he's ahead for a small gain on the play.
Donovan Mobley. It's like he picked up maybe about a yard, 2 yards there on that carry there. So it's going to be third down and long for the East Gaston Warriors here tonight.
Yeah, it's a gain up to look like the 42-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 6, looks like.
And the East Gaston Warriors are in the maroon colors, and your East Lincoln Mustangs are in the white. They are the visitors here tonight. And looks like we're fixing to get the official had to take a break.
Okay, there's a timeout on the field. Looks like the clock was running down. They're about to get a delay, so timeout on the field by East Gaston.
It's the Subway Sub of the Day. Each day of the week, you get a different 6-inch sub for just $3.50. Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken sub. Wednesday, the turkey breast sub. Thursday, the Italian BMT sub. Friday, the tuna sub. Saturday, the Black Forest ham sub. And Sunday, the meatball marinara sub. Your choice, just $3.50. The Sub of the Day from Subway in Boulder City and the Walmart in Lincoln.
Just say fill her up. Be ready for Old Man Winter with a fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln can deliver. Just call 704-735-2508. Be ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Street in Lincoln. Again, call 704-735-2508. Just say fill her up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln.
Okay, we're back here.
We're back here at the Ronaldo Auto Mall High School Football Game of the Week, and East Lincoln just made a stop on third down, so East Gaston is going to be punting the football. Number 92, Chaz Williams, made a great play there in the backfield.
A loss of about 4 yards brought up a punting situation. Here's the punt, and it's not a good punt. It hits and actually takes the East Gaston bounce. Looks like it's going to be down around the
36-yard line.
36-yard line. That's where the East Lincoln Mustangs will take over.
And Ken, I was watching the kick the punter there on that play. The referee looked like he was going to throw a flag there for a second on roughing the kicker. So, but the player from East Lincoln did bump him a little bit, but it wasn't enough to grab a penalty there.
Okay, the Mustangs will start here on their own 36. Chase Jones in the shotgun formation with Chandler Jones right beside of him. And the snap. It's going to be a pass play. He's trying to get away. The protection broke down, and he is dropped.
Great play by number 35.
For a loss on the play.
Number 35, that's Chase Blackburn for the East Gaston Warriors, and that's going to be a loss of probably about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, it looks like a loss of 4 on the play. That's going to bring it up 2nd and 14.
So it's going to be 2nd and long for the East Lincoln Mustangs here. Chase Jones getting to play. You got double wide receivers to the left and to the right. Chandler Jones in the backfield with Chase Jones, quarterback.
Here's the snap. It's a fake, and Chase Jones with a keeper around the left side and gets up, looks like a yard short of the first down.
He's very close.
Excellent run.
Excellent run by the quarterback there, Chase Jones. He's about a yard short. That's an excellent play. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and short for the first down here.
Looked like about 3rd and 2. He got a gain of about 11 on that run. So now it'll be 3rd and 2 on the 46-yard line. I'm sorry, 44-yard line of East Lincoln.
You got double wide receivers on the left and single on the right. 2 running backs. Ooh, he moved. That's off. Yeah, he started a little early there. East Lincoln running back, number 24.
That's going to be an illegal procedure and back up the Mustangs 5 yards, bring up a now 3rd and 7.
That penalty was on Mr. Lucas McConnell. He had a good game last week, Ken.
He did. He ran the ball well.
So that's going to back him up 5 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down. Looks like about 7-8 yards there. That would be for a first down.
Jones with the snap. It's on the ground. He picks it up. They had to recover the phone. The ball was fumbled right at the 34-yard line and had just to fall on it there for a loss. And now East Lincoln's going to have to punt it back to East Gaston.
Yeah, they made a great defensive stance on the first series of the game against East Gaston and to come out and just give them right back to football. So that's not good. Good football by East Lincoln. So I'm sure Coach Leibowitz is kind of disappointed in that situation.
There was Some confusion. The flag goes down. Here's the punt that gets a East Lincoln roll. Wasn't a very good punt, but it's rolling dead on the 36-yard line of East Gaston. But there's flags on the play as East Lincoln was trying to run some players on and off. Let's see what the flag is.
Is it illegal motion? It looks like, Ken.
Could be. You had a guy trying to run on the field. I think there was a player short, and he was trying to get on as the ball was snapped. Let's see what the officials tell us. I think they're going to maybe.
Looks like they're going to penalize East Lincoln.
Make them punt again. Well, let's see. I think they may. Yeah, it's going to be.
It's on East Lincoln.
It's going to be on East Lincoln. I think they're going to penalize them, make a punt again.
That's our second penalty in the first quarter with 7 minutes and 19 seconds left. Have no score here on the First Federal scoreboard. All righty. So the officials, they decline.
Okay. East Gaston declines a penalty, so they will take over where the ball was down on the punt at the 36-yard line of East Gaston.
So going to be 1st and 10 for the East Gaston Warriors. And so far it's been defense.
Yeah, no one has been able to
move the football at all.
Move the ball, get that first down. So,
and East Lincoln's already committed 2 penalties in the first quarter within so many minutes.
Creamer waiting for the snap. He takes it, hands off up the middle. Oh,
it hit hard.
And the ball came loose. Ball's loose.
The ball did pop out. I guess the Warriors fell back on it.
East Gaston fell on it. Short gain on the play. Looked like they gained
about a yard, maybe 2 yards at the most.
Yeah, looks like maybe 2 yards.
It's going to be 2nd down and 8 here tonight at East Gaston High School. So the play's coming in from the sidelines. Your quarterback, Kobe Creamer, number 5. You got singles, wide receiver to the left and right.
Waiting to snap here. Long count. Here it is.
And a pass play.
Oh, right through the arms of number 9 there for East Gaston. It looked like it could have been a little bit high. Couldn't quite come down with it.
It's going to be 3rd down and long for the East Gaston Warriors. Here's a big stop for the East Lincoln Mustangs, so they can make a stop here to get them to punt the football so they can get good field position.
I think that was Jalen Creamer as the receiver out there.
I believe you're right.
Trying to get it from Kobe Creamer, the quarterback for East Gaston.
I wonder if there's any relation there.
I'm sure there is. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure there is. Not a very common name.
Quarterback keeper up the middle.
He's hard to keep up with, Tim.
He's going to be short there, about a yard.
Little scat back, and he picked his way, and looks like he maybe be 2 yards, maybe a yard and a half, 2 yards short of the first down.
You're right. He's a little quarterback. He's what, 5'7", 5'8" at the most.
Yeah, he's not a big guy.
So they're going for it. 4th and 1 here. Official timeout, I think. So we're going to stay right here at the football game. Official timeout. It looks like they're going to probably, well, they're respotting the football.
Yeah, it looks like they're about a yard short. So this is going to be.
Yeah, he's every bit a yard short.
Oh, they're going to measure.
They're going to measure.
So
okay.
they're bringing the chains out, and
I didn't think it was that close.
Let's see. Let's see if our eyes as good as we think they are, Tim.
I'm saying a yard short.
They put it down. They stretch it. He is short.
He's about a half a yard short.
Yeah. He's about 2 feet short.
Yep.
So be 4th and short. I think they're going to go for it right here.
Sean Joyce, the head coach for the East Gaston Warriors, runs a play in with his players, and so they're going to be going for it and 4th down. It is on the 46-yard line. They need to get to the 47, Ken, for a 1st down.
Okay, here we are. Up under center this time. Creamer takes the snap.
Yeah, correct.
Sneak.
He didn't get it. Ryan Matz, the West Point. Great play by Ryan Matz, the West Point commitment. Defensive play there, and he's the key, Ken Link's key player on defense. So he makes a big stop there.
Yeah, 88 and also 77, Carter Campbell, also on the play.
Yeah, so that was close, but Matz was right there to meet him at the line of scrimmage, and so he backed him up. So therefore, East Lincoln Mustangs coming on the field for their second series on the offensive side of the football here tonight at East Gaston High School. Tim Johnson and Ken Link, we are your host tonight, and here's
they gave him a first down on that play, Tim.
Well, there's
now the ball, there's a carry. The ball may have got loose. There's a flag on the play. A lot of stuff going on. A little bit of confusion out there, Tim.
I was confused.
We thought they was short, but as it turned out, East Gaston got that first down, and so that was a first down play that was just snapped. Flag on the play. They're going to back up East Lincoln. Looks like maybe a holding
on East Gaston. Yeah, holding on East Gaston. That's what it is.
So let's just sort of set things here. We're going to have now a first down on the East Gaston 33-yard line. So I
thought he was stopped on fourth down.
I did too. Well, so that's about a 1st and 20 now, I think.
So it's a 15-yard penalty.
Okay, here's the snap. Creamer fakes, keeps it. Trying to get away.
He's going to be stopped in the backfield. He might have lost a yard there.
Little gain. He may have gained 1 yard on the play. Nothing there.
He's a quick little quarterback there, but East Lincoln surrounded him. So they number 42 from East Lincoln there made a great play. That's Jordan Baxley, and so that's a great defensive stance. So East Lincoln's got him backed up. It's going to be second down and long.
Yeah, it looked like second, and I would say
a country mile, wouldn't you say?
23 maybe, something like that. So it's a second and very long. Creamer takes the snap. There's some movement. I don't know whether East Lincoln was offsides or they got drawn off. Let's see. Offsides.
On the offense.
On the offense.
That's 5 more yards.
Back them up. Now we got about a second and I'd say 28.
Yeah, it's going to be second and 28, second and long.
Penalties will kill a drive, and that's what's happening right here. As we have a second and very long for the Warriors. Getting the play call from the sidelines.
And Ken, they have not been any offense on either side of the football. It's been all defense and mistakes.
Yes.
Mistakes and penalties.
Creamer waiting for the snap, calling out signals. Here it is. He drops back. He's going to throw it. He's got a receiver who goes a little high, went through his hands out there.
The receiver, number 1, fell down. Then he got back up and almost made a catch, but it was a little high. So he's going to bring up third down and long, 3rd and 28, I believe it is.
Yeah.
With 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first quarter. You're listening to the Ronaldo Automall High School football game of the week.
Here we go, 3rd and a country mile, which it translates into about 28 here. Play coming in from the sideline. Creamer back in the shotgun, calling signals, waiting for the snap. Expect a pass play here or maybe a draw. He takes it. Fakes.
He's under pressure.
He's going to
run
escapes.
It.
No, I thought he was going to run it. Now he's going to throw it.
Out of bounds.
And he just got rid of it, threw it away. Nobody was open, and so he just threw it out of bounds. And that'll bring up a 4th down and punting situation for East Gaston.
Ryan Matz.
There's
a penalty flag
thrown just now.
After the play was over 30 seconds over with.
Over there on the far sideline, the East Lincoln.
That's got to be the coaches out of the box, probably coach out of the box.
I have no idea what the call is.
And I see the coaches over with his arms raised up saying, what's going on? Oh, it's intentional grounding. Okay, there's
intentional grounding
on
against
the quarterback.
East Gaston, who threw it out of bounds, but there wasn't
nobody there.
There wasn't East Gaston receiver, so that's a loss of down and a loss of yardage. And now they're back even further, and there goes they pick
another
the flag.
flag.
Well, they picking it up, putting it in their pocket. They're got the ball on the 25-yard line. They're punting right now,
and they had the ball on the 40-yard.
Yeah. So here's the punter formation. Here's the snap. Here's the punt.
Short punt.
Short high punt, and it bounced and takes the East Gaston bounce.
Down right there at the 48.
Great field position for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
So the Mustangs are taking over now on offense. So the defense did their job. But East Gaston, like East Lincoln, committed a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, shot themselves in the
yes,
foot
they
on
did.
that.
I mean,
so far, that's what we've seen for both teams. And now let's see if East Lincoln can take advantage of this great field position starting on their own 48.
So we've had five penalties already in the first quarter.
Okay, Chase Jones throws it down the middle.
That's pass interference. Got to throw the flag. Absolutely.
Good call there.
Yep.
He almost made the catch with one arm because the
other guy was hanging on him.
The other arm was wrapped around. Somebody had it wrapped around there.
He was hanging on one arm, his shoulder, and his leg. Yeah, that was and then 10, the receiver there for the East Lincoln Mustang was Christian Parks, the senior. So Chase Jones makes a great throw, and he would have caught the football if he hadn't grabbed his arm.
Yeah, it was good coverage. In fact, too good a coverage because he had one arm and let it go, and Parks almost caught it with the other arm. So ref was right there on it and made the call. So that's going to give East Lincoln a first down all the way into North Gaston territory.
I say 37-yard line.
37-yard line of East Gaston.
1st and 10. That is a Eddie's Auto Parts first down.
Back in shotgun again. Chase Jones waiting to snap. In motion.
Lucas McConnell in motion.
Up the middle, Chandler Jones. Short gain on the play, maybe a yard or so.
Yeah, he didn't get much. I'd say at the least maybe yard and a half, 2 yards at the most. So,
yeah, it's going to bang up, I think. Looked like about a 2nd and 9 for the East Lincoln Mustangs as they look to the sideline for the call.
You're listening to WLON 1050 AM tonight. It's the Renato Automall High School Game of the Week. Tim Johnson and Ken Link, we are your hosts here tonight. Hey, don't forget about tomorrow. All our folks out there listening to our WLON, it's the Lincoln County Apple Festival, the 2017 Lincoln County Apple Festival. It's the biggest event of the year for our hometown Lincoln, Ken.
And we'll be there, Tim, in a booth representing KTC Broadcasting. All right, here's a short
That's a
pass.
great play. Oh!
It was
Chandler Parks drops to football.
Christian Parks.
I'm sorry.
He had it for a second, and then he dropped it, but there's a penalty on East Lincoln. Anyway, it looks like a holding call. So that's going to back them up. Now they're backed up on their own 49-yard line. So that's a huge penalty.
That's 10 yards, ain't it?
Yeah, well, it cost them. It was from the point of the foul, and actually cost them more than that.
Well, that's 5 yards. So is it 5 or 10?
I don't know, but it looks like they looks like about first and 25. I mean, it's a long ways. Okay, here's the
hand off to Lucas McConnell. He's got running room.
Counter up the middle.
He's going to go. He's going to the house. That's a touchdown. East Lincoln Mustangs. There's a penalty marker on the field. There's 2 penalty markers on the field.
Yeah, the penalty flags are downfield in East Gaston territory. So
could it be a block in the back?
It could be. It looked like a counter play, and he found a crease in the middle.
I believe they're saying it's a touchdown.
Turned on the Jets. Officials are discussing it. They have seen no signal yet. But that was a 51-yard touchdown run.
Great run by Lucas McConnell. I tell you, he's faster than what he looks. I mean, he got the football in the middle of the field, and he had 3 East Gaston Warrior players all around him, and he just turned on the Jets and went right through them.
Okay, the officials thought they was ready to give us a signal. Here we come with it.
Personal foul. Face mask again on East Gaston Warriors. That should be it.
So the touchdown is good.
Personal foul on East Gaston. So that's 2 penalties on East Gaston right there, Ken.
Yeah. So the touchdown stands. So the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. It is 6-0 pending the PAT tie by the East Lincoln Mustangs.
So that's a big game right there for the East Lincoln Mustangs on that touchdown run by Lucas McConnell. Great run.
Okay. Officials giving us the signals again. So that penalties may be stepped off on the kickoff. Here's the kick for the extra point. It's up and no good. A little bit to the left.
All righty, you're listening to WLON 1050 AM, East Lincoln 6, East Gaston Warriors nothing. Be back on the Renato Automall High School Game of the Week.
It's the Subway Sub of the Day. Each day of the week, you get a different 6-inch sub for just $3.50. Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. Tuesday, the oven roast chicken sub. Wednesday, the turkey breast sub. Thursday, the Italian BT sub. Friday, the tuna sub. Saturday, the Black Forest ham sub. And Sunday, the meatball marinara sub. Your choice, just $3.50. The sub a day from Subway in Boulder City and Walmart in Lincolnton.
Just say fill her up. Be ready for Old Man Winter with a fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln can deliver. Just call 704-735-2508. Be ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Again, call 704-735-2508. Just fill her up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln.
I saddle up my horse and I ride.
All right, we're back here on the Ronaldo Automall High School football game of the week, where the East Lincoln Mustangs takes the lead 6-0 over the East Gaston Warriors. You're listening to WLON 1050 AM. Tim Johnson and Kenny Link here with you from the Best in Sports, and always our pregame show before the high school games in Lincoln County. You got the First Federal Lincoln County High School football show.
Tim, we got a situation where there was 2 penalties against East Gaston.
Yes.
East Lincoln is kicking off from the East Gaston 30-yard line.
Wow.
Expect a onside kick here.
I would think so. No. What? I'm shocked. I'm sitting there talking to David Keever, and David looks at me, and we're both saying, what is he doing? Why not an onside kick?
Well, 77 raised his signal for the field goal, but I don't think you get one.
What is he thinking? I can't. I tell you, I'm kind of lost on that with our guys.
To clarify that, the kickoff was from the East Gaston 30-yard line. If you try onside kick, the worst could happen. Maybe they get it to 20.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they kicked right through the uprights 30 yards beyond the end line, and East Gaston takes over on 20, 1st and 10.
All righty, the Mustangs up 6-0 on the Warriors. First down for the East Gaston Warriors. Man in motion, number 14.
Okay, here's the handoff up the middle. Few yards there. It looks like maybe
Chaz
1 or
Williams.
2.
Number 92, Chaz Williams on the stop there for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
Number 6 on the carry for East Gaston. That's Mobley.
Maybe he just wanted to see if he could kick it through there. What do you think?
I think 77 for East Lincoln thought it was a field goal. He gave the signal. But you don't get 3 points for that.
I've never seen that before. All right, here we go. We're back here. East Gaston Warriors, you got double wide receivers to the left and single. Kobe Creamer's the quarterback, number 5. He's waiting on a snap, and here's a handoff to the halfback up the middle, and he's brought down by number 92 again, Chaz Williams. That's his second tackle of the game.
Yeah, he's been on several
Yes,
tackles.
he has.
It looked good. Short gain there near the 25, so it's going to bring back a 3rd and 5.
And Chaz Williams is the big defensive tackle, and he is a junior at East Lincoln High School. Big old boy.
Yeah, he's a big guy out there, and he's making his presence known out there. Here's the snap to Creamer, man in motion. And he's dropping back to pass, and he fires it over here short and incomplete around the 32-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and I'd say probably about 7. So that's going to bring a punting situation in for the East Gaston Warriors. So East Lincoln will be getting the football, and you got 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the first quarter with the score on the First Federal scoreboard, 6-0 over the East Gaston Warriors. East Lincoln up.
Okay, here's the punt. And a good punt. It's
good punt.
Going to be fielded right at the 39-yard line.
Number 9.
9 sheds 1 tackle and gets forward past the 35. Looks like close to the 41-yard line, 46-yard line.
And that's Mr. Gabe Duncan on the run back there for the East Lincoln Mustangs. He's a junior.
They're going to spot it, looks like, on the 45s.
45, right on the smack dab middle, the 45-yard line.
So East Lincoln will take over there in their own territory. This will be their second drive with great field position. Let's see if they can get some points out of there.
So East Lincoln's got already a Silver Point touchdown here tonight. So Chase Jones, the quarterback, he's waiting on the snap. He's in the shotgun position. Lucas McConnell in motion. He hands off to No, he keeps the football. Chase
cuts
does.
Back,
cuts back across the field.
Oh, a flag comes down, but great move down there. I thought he maybe pulled a hamstring or something the way he did it, but he's just making a move. Gain of about 16 yards, but we got a flag on the play back here, Tim. Let's see what it is.
It looks like it's in the backfield, too. Looks like maybe Lucas McConnell might have jumped a little bit too early.
Well, they're discussing it. Here it is. It's
yes. It's on East Lincoln. It's a block in the back, actually.
Yeah, the excellent scramble and run by Chase Jones, who couldn't find any room and circled back to the opposite direction to the left side and found some room down the sidelines. But unfortunately, it's coming back on a block in the back call.
So it's going to be second down, or actually first down and long. We've got 48 seconds left in the first quarter here on the First Federal scoreboard. It is East Lincoln 6 and the East Gaston Warriors nothing. You're listening to WLON 1050 AM. It's the game of the week here in Altamont High School football.
Okay, we'll have it second and 17 on the East Lincoln 37-yard line, it looks like, or 38-yard line. So
Chase Jones in shotgun position. He's waiting on snap. Man in motion. Number 5, he hands the ball off to number 5. And he is brought down at the 39-yard line, Ken.
Yeah, short gain on the play. That is Tevin Johnson for the Mustangs on the carry. So that's going to bring up a second down and
second and long.
Looks like about 15.
We're not going to make it. We're going to go to the second quarter here. So we're going to go to a commercial here on the Ronaldo Altamont High School football game of the week. You're listening to WLON 1050 AM. Tim Johnson, Ken Link, and we're going to go to a commercial. We'll be back here on the Ronaldo High School football game of the week.
The Cleveland County Fair returns September 28th through October 8th. It's Cleveland County's biggest annual event. Plan now to bring the family to the 93rd Cleveland County Fair. Entertainment includes the Cervini Family Circus, Extreme Illusions and Escapes, Act Monsters, Chainsaw Art, Boomer and his farm delivery truck. Plus, enjoy the sounds of Blend with hits from the 50s and 60s, along with country and gospel. Plus, Demolition Derby on the grandstand. Plan now to be there September 28th through October 8th. The 93rd Annual Cleveland County Fair. Online at clevelandcountyfair.com. Get the biggest off-road saves of the year now during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance Sale at Full Throttle Power Sports. 100 Indian Walk-Off I-85 in Gastonia. Rebates go up to $4,000 and finance as low as 2.99% APR on high-performance Razors, legendary Sportsman ATVs, and Ranger, the world's best-selling utilities side by side. See Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Gastonia.
Okay, here we are back on the Ronaldo Aldo broadcast football game of the week. We got East Lincoln starting at second quarter. Looks like we got flags again right before the snap. It was going to be second and 15, so let's see what this call is. Lots of flags all over the field tonight for both teams.
Yeah, it's been kind of sloppy football. I mean, East Lincoln's already committed 4 penalties for 25 yards.
And here's another against East Lincoln.
And East Gaston has already committed 5 penalties for 45 yards.
Well, that's a delay of game coming out of the quarter, so that's really something you don't want to see. So now we got second and 20, Tim, for East Lincoln. They take the snap. Chase Jones with a swing pass out to the right. I believe that was Christian Jones.
No, it's Taven Johnson. Taven Johnson
Taven
there.
Johnson
number
that,
5, yes, on the receiving
reception.
end. Just got an update on the Newton Conover and High Brighton game. Our good friend, Mr. David Keever from the Lincoln Times News sports editor, he said that Newton Conover had an 18-play drive down to the, I think, 4 or 5 yard line and threw an interception in the end zone. And High Brighton 2 plays later takes it 80 yards for a touchdown. So it's 7-0 right now on the scoreboard. There at High Brighton High School, Newton Conover.
Chase Jones with the
under
snap,
pressure. He's under pressure.
He scrambles away from it. He's going to keep it and run out of bounds.
He had nowhere to go, nowhere to throw the football, no time to throw the football.
On the far side, looks like for a small loss on the play, but it was a third down play So East Lincoln looks like they're going to have to bring the punting unit on.
So East Lincoln will be punting here to East Gaston Warriors. Number 18 is back deep, and number 14. And number 14 is KJ Dagout, and number 18 is Preston Osborne.
Punt's taken right at the 36-yard line.
Osborne's got the football.
And he runs forward and gets
a host of Mustangs.
Host of Mustangs right around the as it crosses the 46-yard line.
Looks like number 51 for East Lincoln made the initial hit. That's Blake Hamilton, the sophomore outside linebacker, 6'4", 200 pounds. Good-looking young man.
And it's going to be marked at the East Gaston 47-yard line. That's where they'll start their drive here with good field position here in the second quarter with 11:25 on the clock left in this first half.
You got a couple players running off the field. Well, one of them, number 44 is running back. Number 35 came off.
Yeah, East Gaston trying to get their substitutes in and get the right personnel in the game. They're waiting for the call from the sidelines now. Creamer's back in the shotgun formation, waiting for the snap. Here it is. He rolls out. And
he's hit hard by Ron Matz. And the ball comes out.
Ball is fumbled a couple different times. Several hands on it, but I believe East Gaston maintains possession, falling on it on the 44-yard line. So that's a loss of 3 yards, but fortunately for East Gaston, they do retain possession.
Yes, East Lincoln's penetration there on the defensive line was excellent. Ryan Matz, the West Point commitment, was all over the quarterback. He hit him hard. The ball popped out. They just couldn't, fortunately, fall on the football, but that would have been a big break for East Lincoln if they could have. So right now, East Gaston's still on offense. Man in motion number 14. And here's the snap of the football, and he's looking to throw the football. He throws it out, and Ron Matz again.
Got a hand on it, batted that thing down as it tried to cross the scrimmage to the receiver out there. Another great play by Ryan Matz.
Yes.
West Point committee that is going to Army to play his football next fall.
Absolutely. He got a big paw. As John Madden would say, he put a big paw up and knocked the football down.
So we've got 3rd and 13 for East Gaston.
And they're changing the play, looking to the sidelines. Coach is calling the play in. Kobe Creamer, number 5, the quarterback for the East Gaston Warriors. And it is we got about probably 10 minutes and 30-some seconds left before we have halftime here tonight. And here's the snap.
Oh, it's on the ground again. They're still trying to get – oh, my goodness. Several people had a chance at it. Finally, Creamer picks it up, and it's a loss, and they will have to punt it away. But East Lincoln had their hands on it, could not come up with that fumble. It's a loss of another 3 or 4 on the play, bringing up with 4th and very long for East Gaston, who will punt it away to the East Lincoln Mustangs.
Yes. You know, that's the center exchange there by the snap. Made a bad snap to the quarterback, so there was really nothing the quarterback could have done. The ball was on the ground before it even got to him. Here's the punt, and it's a decent-looking punt. Number 9.
Gets a good roll.
Yes, he does. It's back inside the 20. It looks like about the 19, 18-yard line. The ball will be down, and East Lincoln will be taking over here tonight. 2017 Lincoln County Apple Festival tomorrow. I know Lincolnton's going to have probably 80,000 people there, and Ken will be there tomorrow. We'll be right there at City Lunch. We'll invite everybody to come out and stop in and see Tim Johnson and Ken Link. And we're going to have some fun tomorrow. We're going to talk some football and do some live remotes. So
yeah, come by. We'll talk plenty of sports with you.
Absolutely.
We'll be there all day long.
Yes. Bring us a hot dog. You can do that. Bring us a hot dog and a Coke. We'll take it out. All the way to City Lunch.
Okay, East Lincoln, Chase Jones takes it, makes a short pass up the middle, cuts. Good gain on the play up to the 23-yard line, it looks like.
Christian Parks, the intended receiver who caught the football there, the senior from East Lincoln High School, picks up probably about 6 yards, 7 yards, looks like. So it's going to be.
No, that's first down.
Is that for give him a first down? Okay.
Yeah, looks like he got about 11 on that play.
So he picks up of 11 yards. It'll be 1st and 10. That is at Eddie's Auto Parts, first down. Eddie's Auto Parts in Lincoln. Located 2514 East Main Street in Lincoln. Are good friends. I go there a lot, buy auto parts and stuff like that. Change my oil. Great place for auto parts. Get anything.
Okay, 1st and 10 for East Lincoln on the 22-yard line.
Chase Jones hands the ball off to McConnell. That's a fumble. That is a live football. That was
that a pass?
Is that a pass? That might have been because he pitched the ball.
It looked like he pitched it forward, Tim. Which
He did.
Would be an incomplete pass.
That's what I'm thinking too.
The refs are discussing it here. I believe they're going
That's
to mark
a pass.
They're going to mark it as a fumble, which I don't think is correct, but that's what they're going to do.
Well, the ball was forward, so that would be a pass, wouldn't it?
Yes, it should have been.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because it was like he was trying to lateral it, but the player was in front of him, so it should have been an incomplete forward pass.
It should have been.
But the Mustangs do retain possession, but it's a loss on the play. So
second down.
Second down and long.
Chase Jones in shotgun formation. And here's the snap. He's looking to throw the football, throws it out to the left side. He's got a man completed there, and he picks up probably about to the line of scrimmage there, probably about 5-6 yards back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up third down and long for the Mustangs with 8 minutes and 28 seconds left. Ken, that was a pass. I mean, if you pitch the ball in front, that's like a shuttle pass.
I agree. The refs missed that one, I think. So
we already got the decision over here. The man over here in front of us said, yes, that was a shuttle pass, and he's a referee. So
he knows.
Yeah.
I think we've got third and 11 or 12 here, Tim. Let's see if the East Lincoln can convert this third down play.
That might be offsides on East Gaston.
Sneaking up on it, I believe it might be encroachment or offside.
I believe you're right.
It is. They're going to mark it off against East Gaston.
So that'll be third down with a 5-yard penalty, so it's going to bring it up.
About 3rd and 7,
Third
which is
and 7.
more of a makeable situation here for East Lincoln. They've got it right around their 30-yard line.
Chase Jones, quarterback in shotgun position, got double wide receivers. He's looking to throw the football. He makes a great pass out to the side. He's got running room.
First down.
That's Chandler Jones.
Chandler Jones, and runs over a player.
That's a big gain there, Ken.
Down to the 42-yard line of East Gaston on the play. Big gainer.
Another Eddie's Auto Parts first down for the East Lincoln Mustangs. Great play by the East Lincoln Mustangs. That's a great throw by your quarterback. Hits him out in the flat. Chandler Jones in the flat, comes out of the backfield. Great play.
Yep. So that's
textbook football right there.
That looks like about a 30-yard play, Tim. 30-yard pass play. 1st and 10 on the 42-yard line of East Gaston.
Look
like we got some motion.
All sides on East Lincoln, I believe, Ken. I believe it's on East Lincoln. I believe number 5 from East Lincoln, who is Taven Johnson. What's he saying? Oh, no. That's a warning on East Gaston's sideline. Tell them not, do sideline warning.
Yeah, sideline warning, so nothing to be stepped off here, but a warning to East Gaston's sideline. So here's the play again. Snap to Chase Jones, who hands to Chandler Jones up the middle. Gain of about 4 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 6.
Got 7 minutes and 48 seconds left here in the second quarter. And on your First Federal scoreboard here tonight is your East Lincoln Mustangs on top of the East Gaston Warriors, 6-0. You're listening to WLON 1050 AM as part of KTC Broadcasting.
Okay, we got 2nd and 6 here for the Mustangs on the drive here. Chase Jones under
and he's going to be sacked for a big loss.
Under pressure there, Tim.
Number 30 for the East Gaston Warriors there, Ken, made a sensational play.
Protection broke down, and that's a
big loss.
About a 7-yard loss on that play.
Yeah, he's got to get rid of the football in that situation. I mean, when he's under duress like that, he got to throw it out somewhere to the outside or just turn it up and try to tuck it up and get as many yards as he can.
Yeah, it's more of a 10-yard loss on that play. Anyway, it's 3rd and looked like about 16, 17 for the first down. It's a pass play across the middle, and it's dropped.
I mean, Ken, that hits him right in the bread basket.
Okay, that's going to bring up fourth down and very long. So the East Lincoln Mustangs are going to come out in punting formation and punt it away. Too many yards to have to make on a 4th down try here. So they're going to try to pin East Gaston back.
Okay.
Snap on the ground.
He's running the football. If he can make his block, he's going to pick up the first down. He is going to pick up the first down. How about that?
It was a bad snap on the ground, and
That's Terry Farrell, number 17, the punter.
Number 17, he picked it up, dodged one guy, found some room over the left sideline, and carried him for the first down.
How about that? That's a Eddie's Auto Parts on a 4th and about 17 yards and a first down. How about that?
Yes, and that was like about a 30-yard run on that play. Great improvisation by the punter to actually make something out of disaster.
Yes, he did. Because that was a big mistake on East Lincoln on the center. We've seen that on both sides of the football tonight, on the East Gaston side as well as the East Lincoln side, on the center exchange.
So first down on the 28-yard line for East Lincoln.
That was Lucas McConnell about dropped that football there.
Yeah, he's ahead for a small gain on the play, maybe a yard or two.
I thought the ball was going to come out there, Ken. So that's going to bring up second down and probably about 8.
Okay. So Chase Jones in the shotgun.
He's threw the ball good tonight.
He has thrown it well.
He just has some drops. I mean, you can't drop the football when you're wide open and it hits you right in the hands.
Here's a snap, but give up the middle to
Taven Johnson.
That Johnson again, a good run on a little counter play. Looks like he's up for about 4 yards.
Got 5 minutes and 25 seconds left in the second quarter here. So it's going to be third and about 5 yards, I think, Ken. Offside.
My goodness. Everybody was offside for East Gaston. I don't know whether they all tried to anticipate the snap, but about 3 came across.
So that's going to be a first down.
So that's going to mark it off against the Warriors.
And that's going to be an Eddie's Auto Parts first down. Or are they going to give it? Yes, yes. Eddie's Auto Parts first down.
Move and change. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs on the 18-yard line.
Ken, we've had 7 penalties in the first, in the second quarter, in the first half. Actually, in the first half for the East Gaston Warriors, and we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the East Lincoln Mustangs. So we've had a lot of penalties, a lot of sloppy football here tonight on both sides of the football.
Okay, here's a snap to. Again, some movement up front before the snap. I believe
like number 73 or 70. Number 70, one of the 70s over 77 is who it was for East Lincoln, jumped off sides.
Yeah, the defense made a rush like they're going to blitz, and it caused the offensive lineman for East Lincoln to flinch, and that's going to cost them 5.
So that's number 77, and that's Mr. Carter. I think it's Carter Campbell, the senior offensive lineman.
So that'll make it 1st and 15 from the 22-yard line.
There's a handoff.
Up the middle.
Chandler Jones.
Chandler Jones gets back, looks like the 5 yards they penalized, and that's going to bring up second down.
On the First Federal scoreboard here tonight, it's East Lincoln Mustang 6 and the East Gaston Warriors nothing.
So here we go as the clock kicks down to 4 minutes left in the half. Here's the snap.
Looking to pass the ball. He's under pressure.
Got a guy open.
He's got a guy open.
Oh, nice play by East Gaston's last moment to knock the ball away. It hung up just a little bit and allowed him to get back to get a hand on it and break that up.
So you got third down.
It'll be 3rd and 11 now, 3rd and long for the Mustangs on that incomplete pass.
Here's a big play for the East Lincoln Mustangs here tonight. They need to make a first down to keep this drive alive. They need to go in and score a touchdown. They don't need to turn the ball back over or even try to kick a field goal. They need a touchdown. They need something going in at halftime with some more confidence for their offense. Chase Jones looking to throw the foot. He's under pressure.
Oh, he had to get rid of it, Tim, and it was a little bit hot out to the receiver in the flat. That just the blitz coming from East Gaston broke that play up. It actually was good defense by East Gaston that caused that to be incomplete.
Yes, that was a good defensive play. He hit the quarterback really hard, too, Chase Jones. Hit him hard for East Lincoln.
And Chase had to get rid of it. The guy was all over him. He had to get rid of it quick and a little bit quicker than the receiver expected, and he threw it pretty hard, and he couldn't come up with it.
Okay, East Lincoln's going to be attempting a field goal here tonight.
Be a 35-yarder, Tim. They'll be placed down on the 25.
And number 81 will be
Shanklin.
Ryan Shanklin, the junior.
Ball's down, kicks
is
up, long
and
enough.
it's good.
And it is good.
Yes, it is.
It would have been good from 45, I believe, Tim.
All righty, you're listening to the WLON 1050 AM Ronaldo High School Game of the Week. Tim Johnson, Ken Link. We'll be back after these commercials.
Celebrating 50 years. It's the Glen Oaks Golf Club. Hard to think how many birdies have been made over those years, and oh yeah, how many double bogeys too. Whether it's a birdie, par, or bogey, you love the Glen Oaks Golf Club. It's open to everyone. Visit the beautiful pro shop with driving range, snack bar, banquet facility, bar, picnic, shelter, and swimming pool. Great for group outings. Reserve your tee time by calling 828-428-2451 or visit the website at glenoaksgolf.com.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Your local auto owner's insurance agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency on Highway 16 in Denver. Call 704-483-3243.
All righty, we're back here at the Ronaldo High School football game of the week, and we got a few scores, Kenny, don't we?
Yeah, we got a couple of updates on the score we give you here. The ball's taken on the 6-yard line. East Gaston up and across the 25, looks like to the 27-yard line. We a couple of scores of interest. East Burke leads West Lincoln 14-6. Stuart Kramer and South Point 7-7. These are right almost at halftime. And we had a 7-6 score.
Newton Conover over High Brighton.
Over High Brighton, 7-6. So some close games going on in their area. Okay, East Gaston takes the snap here, a blitz, and
that's a great play by number 40 there.
Number 40 coming on the blitz for
East Lincoln.
East Lincoln.
Daniel Herring, number 11.
And he had that time, Tim, and he dropped that runner as soon as he got the ball in the backfield for a loss of looks like of about 5 or 6 yards on the play. So that's going to bring up second and about 16, I would say.
Yeah, that's a great play by the outside linebacker, number 40, Daniel Herring, who was a junior at East Lincoln High School. So a good-looking linebacker there. Made a great play in the backfield. So Kobe Kramer, the quarterback, waiting on the snap. Got a man in motion, and he hands off to the man in motion.
He's coming over to the right sidelines and up to about the 30-yard line.
That's number 14 for the East Gaston Warriors, and that gentleman's name is KJ Dagout. He's a wide receiver and quarterback. So Dagout made a great run there. So East Lincoln, that is a timeout. So we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be back here on the First Federal High School scoreboard. East Lincoln 6 and the East Gaston Warriors nothing.
The Cleveland County Fair returns September 28th through October 8th. It's Cleveland County's biggest annual event. Plan now to bring the family to the 93rd Cleveland County Fair. Entertainment includes the Cervini Family Circus, Extreme Illusions and Escapes, Monsters, Chainsaw Art, Boomer and his farm livery truck. Plus, enjoy the sounds of Blend with hits from the 50s and 60s, along with country and gospel. Plus, Demolition Derby on the grandstand. Plan now to be there September 28th through October 8th. The 93rd Annual Cleveland County Fair. Online at clevelandcountyfair.com. Get the biggest off-road savings of the year now during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance Sale at Full Throttle Power Sports. 100 Indian walk-off I-85 in Gastonia. Rebates go up to $4,000 and financing as low as 2.99% APR on high-performance racers, legendary sportsman ATVs, and Ranger, the world's best-selling utility side by side. See Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian walk off I-85 in Gastonia.
Okay, we're back here on the Ronaldo High School football game, and look like we've
got another timeout.
We're just going to stay with us here.
After that timeout, East Gaston tried to get it off, and I think maybe the shot clock, the time clock was running down, and they called another timeout. So here it is with 2:47 left on the First Federal Savings scoreboard.
We got a couple of scores for you, Ken.
Yes, a couple of scores of interest. Bessemer City is leading North Lincoln 16-13. I mentioned the South Point and Stuart Kramer game is tied up 7-7. And a very interesting score. Kings Mountain leading Shelby at this point 14-7.
Now, that's a ball game there. That's a game you want to keep your eyes on, that Kings Mountain Shelby game, because we saw Shelby play down in Kings Mountain in the Jamboree earlier this year. And Kings Mountain scrimmaged Newton Conover and held them to a tie 7-7. So they got a pretty good ball team down at Kings Mountain.
Yeah, they got that Mac kid who's a pretty good runner there. He runs into jeans.
Yeah, his uncle was really good.
Okay, here it is. Student Kramer takes a snap. Kramer hands up. A short run up the middle. Nothing going there.
A big hit there by East Lincoln Mustang. Judd Reel, number 3, made a big hit there to stop him there. So it's going to be.
Look like a loss of one. I think it's going to be 4th and 8 here. And
timeout, East Lincoln. So we got a timeout on the football field, East Lincoln. So we'll be back here on the Ronaldo High School football game. It's Tim Johnson and Ken Link.
We're a community bank. That's why we always try to approach things from a community-minded point of view. When something is in the best interest of the communities we serve, it's good for us as well. We're community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, member FDIC. Community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, with 3 offices in Lincoln, also in Gastonia, Denver, Forest City, Hickory, Lake Lorraineville. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. The Can-Ams have arrived at Al-Lane Motorsports in Lincoln. They're big, they're bold, and they're now in stock at Al-Lane Motorsports. See the new 2018 Can-Am Maverick X3 or the new 2018 Can-Am Outlander 1000 XMR. Ask about special financing on selected 2017 models. Al-Lane Motorsports, your new Can-Am dealer, serving Lincoln, Gaston, Cleveland, and surrounding counties. Online at allanemotorsports.com.
Okay, we're back here on the Ronaldo Alderman High School football game here at East Gaston, where the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard reads 9 for East Lincoln and nothing for East Gaston. Minnesota's a lot of sloppy play here, balls on the ground, lots of penalties. East Lincoln's taking the ball over on their own 32. Let's see if they can get something going within the last 2.5 minutes in the first half. Pass out to, in a little screen pass out to the left. Head for, looks like about 5 yards. Is
receiver Taven Johnson made a catch there from quarterback Chase Jones. So he picks up about, what, 5 yards?
Looks like about 5 on the play, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 5. East Lincoln clock clicking down to 2 minutes left in the half at this point. Chase Johnson back in the shotgun, waiting for the snap from center.
Lucas McConnell in motion. And the handoff to Chandler Jones up the middle, 21. And he picks up about probably 2 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and probably about 3 yards, I'd say, Ken, for a first down.
And looks like the East Lincoln is not in too big a hurry here.
No.
They come up to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they got a 9-0 lead, and they're thinking to themselves, well, we go in halftime 9-0. They're going to they'll get the ball too. I see.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, they'll get the ball. So number 24, Lucas McConnell.
It's a trap play, and
Ken, he's going to go.
Loose, and he's going to take it to the house.
There's a flag. There's a flag. But McConnell's being the big play tonight. There is a flag back here. So it looks like the players are staying back, so it looks like it's coming back in on East Lincoln on a great run by Lucas McConnell.
That's that counter play again, Tim, and it
Yes.
fooled him again, and he broke out in the open and took it to the house for 60-some yards, but unfortunately the touchdown is not going to count because we had a flag against East Lincoln, and that run is coming back.
So East Lincoln with a big play. And Ken, they've got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. They got 7 penalties already in the first half. 7 penalties.
And that one really hurt there when you have a touchdown called all the way back. And so now that puts East Lincoln back into a 3rd and long. It's marked off from where the penalty happened, so it looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 8 for the Mustangs.
Yes. And I tell you, it's 1minute and 10 seconds left, and that was a huge play for East Lincoln if they could have capitalized on that touchdown there. That would have been great. Going into halftime. Okay, they're throwing the football. Makes a pass out to the flat there, and he is hit hard. He is hammered. The intended receiver was number 81, Ryan Shanklin, who caught that pass. The junior, he's also the kicker. So he was hit. He was hit, Ken.
Yeah, then,
he'll feel that one tomorrow.
No gain on that play, and it bring up a punting situation for East Lincoln Mustangs as the clock reads. Looks like about 57 seconds left in the half. They need to be careful here, Tim. What you don't want to do is have a mistake here with a bad snap or a block punt to give East Gaston a chance to put points on the board.
Right. That's a good way of looking at it, Ken. I mean, you got a 9-0 lead. You want to make a good punt here. Punt it back, keep them back deep, pin them back, and let your defense just keep them in range. Don't let them get on the outside. The quarterback, he's little, but he's quick, he's fast. If he gets on the outside the corner there, he can hurt you.
Yeah, we don't need to have to count on Terry Farrell to make a big play, pick it up off the ground and make a long run to get a first down on 3rd and long.
Yeah, well, that would be really good. That would help.
Yeah, but he had to make something out of nothing on that. Well, it was a disaster. Okay, let's see. We've got a pretty good snap. Here's the kick. It's clean.
It's a bad punt.
But it's going to take a good East Lincoln roll. And
it's going to be down at the 29-yard line.
Yep, roll dead there, and 46 seconds left.
So they're going to mark it at the 30. So they're going to have the 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. You're listening to the Ronaldo High School Football Game of the Week here on WLON 1050 AM. You're listening to Tim Johnson and Ken Link. 2017 Lincoln County High School football year, and also is the 2017 Lincoln County Apple Festival, Ken.
And we'll see all you Lincoln folks there tomorrow if you come out and drop by the KTC booth. Here's a pass by Creamer. Short pass, so maybe a gain of 2 or 3 yards out to the left flat.
Great play by Logan Philman. Number 7 for the East Lincoln Mustangs, made the initial hit right there. So his brother Carson Philman, baseball player.
So now Creamer takes the snap in the shotgun, rolling back, throws the pass.
He's down. He's down. He should have been down right there.
Throws the pass out to the flat, and it looks like he may have had a knee down when he caught it, but the ref says no. So he does get up for a small gain.
8-7-6. Yeah, we're going to make. Looks like we're going to halftime here, Ken.
Yeah, I believe that's going to do it.
All righty. You're listening to the Ronaldo High School. Well, there's a penalty. Hold on a second. Now we're going to go to halftime. Yeah. So you're listening to the Ronaldo High School football game of the week here on WLON 1050 AM. Tim Johnson and Ken Link. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back with the halftime show on the LincolnCounty.com and also for the Abernathy Chevrolet halftime show.
Don't miss the 20% off sales event going on now at Classic Lincoln in Shelby. It's time to save big money on in-stock units. They've got to go to make room for more inventory. Prices have been slashed. Don't let this special event slip you by, and you can even save more with your X plan. Come to Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby for all the details. The 20% off sales event going on now at Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at ClassicFordShelby.com.
It's Breakfast Madness at Mitchell's Kitchen in Vale. Check out these breakfast specials. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sausage, steak, or liver mush biscuit for $1.39. And on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, get the big breakfast. 2 eggs, 1 meat, 1 side, biscuit, or toast for $4.59. And drink is included. It's Breakfast Madness at Mitchell's Kitchen, Highway 27427 West intersection in Vale. Call 704-276-1055.
A reminder to all from Lincoln Animal Hospital, the importance of spaying and neutering controls the population. Did you know that one female cat and her offspring can produce more than 420,000 cats in 7 years? One female dog and her offspring can produce more than 67,000 dogs in 6 years. Spaying can protect a female dog from developing breast cancer and life-threatening infection of the uterus. Neutering can decrease the likelihood of males fighting and can also protect male dogs from painful prosthetic enlargement, anal tumor, and testicular cancer. It can also decrease and eliminate urine spraying and marking of cats. See Lincoln Animal Hospital today.
Celebrating 50 years. It's the Glen Oaks Golf Club. Hard to think how many birdies have been made over those years. And oh yeah, how many double bogeys too. Well, it's a birdie, par, or boogie. You'll love Glen Oaks Golf Club. It's open to everyone. Visit the beautiful pro shop with driving range, snack bar, banquet facility, bar, picnic, shelter, swimming pool. Great for group outings. Reserve your tee time by calling 828-428-2451 or visit the website at glenoaksgolf.com. The Cleveland County Fair returns September 28th through October 8th. It's Cleveland County's biggest annual event. And now to bring the family to the 93rd Cleveland County Fair. Entertainment includes the Cervini Family Circus, Extreme Illusions and Escapes, Act Monsters, Chainsaw Art, Booner and his Farm Delivery Truck. Plus enjoy the sounds of Blend with hits from the 50s and 60s along with country and gospel. Plus Demolition Derby on the grandstand. Plan now to be there September 28th through October 8th. The 93rd Annual Cleveland County Fair. Online at clevelandcountyfair.com. It's time to trade up to a Yamaha sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Payment starts at $90 per month, or you can get 2.99% APR financing, plus up to $300 customer cash. And that's not all. Get 2.99% financing APR, plus up to $1,000 in customer cash. Come in for all details during the trade up to a Yamaha sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Exit 2295, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
All righty, welcome back to the Ronaldo High School football game of the week. Is here on WLON 1050 AM. You're listening to Tim Johnson and Ken Link. It's the halftime show, Ken, brought to you by Abernathy Chevrolet here tonight. We're at East Gaston High School, where the East Gaston Warriors are taking on the East Lincoln Mustang. And on the First Federal scoreboard right now, you have the East Lincoln Mustangs on top of your East Gaston Warriors. It's 9-0. And Ken, it's been a sloppy football game. It's been a lot of mistakes. I mean, you've got penalties, you've got dropped footballs, you've got fumbles. I mean, the defense for East Lincoln has played well. But East Lincoln's had a touchdown called back on a big play by Lucas McConnell. And so far, Lucas McConnell has made the two big plays. He scored on a big touchdown run, and he had another one that was called back on a penalty. So, and it also had a kick. The kicker had a field goal early in the second quarter too. So, we can't make mistakes, Ken.
Well, one of the things that was the keys to the game is how well East Lincoln defense would play against East Gaston. And Tim, we've got the answer on that. The first half, East Lincoln defense was very good. I've only got East Gaston with about 25 yards total offense for the whole half. Yeah. Now, you're exactly right. It's been sloppy. Been a lot of penalties on both sides. But East Lincoln has overcome a couple of those penalties to put 9 on the board. As you said, a great run by
Mr. Lucas McConnell.
Lucas McConnell on a looked like a trap counter type play, and then later on in the second quarter, a similar type play, which he broke for 60-some yards for a touchdown. Unfortunately, during that run, it was called back because of a block in the back. But he still, for the half, I've got him like for 3 carries, 68 yards rushing, Tim. The first touchdown carry was for 51 yards. The other score in the half was Ryan Shanklin, who drilled a 35-yard field goal, which was right through their uprights and would have been good from 45. Excellent kicker for East Lincoln, and that's the 9 points on the board. The two players on East Lincoln's offense that played very well. We mentioned Lucas McConnell. The other is the quarterback, Tim. Chase Jones has played very well.
He has.
He scrambled and made some yardage. I've got him 5 out of 8 on passes for 54 yards, and had a couple dropped. So he's been on target, and he's played well. He's kept his cool. Another big play I want to mention in the first half that eventually set up that field goal was a punt situation where number 17, Terry Farrell for East Lincoln was back to punt, got a bad snap on the ground, picked it up, made one guy miss in the backfield it was about a 4th and 11 or 12, and took off around the left side, got down the sideline, and converted that to a big first down, and later on they ended up getting that field goal. So that was another big play in the half by that young man.
Right, I agree with you too. So big-time play, and they scored too on that play too. After that, they kicked the field goal, put up 3 points. So that was huge too, even though they were inside the 15-yard line, couldn't get any closer to the goal line. So you're listening to WLON 1050 AM. It's the Ronaldo High School football game of the week, and you're listening to the halftime show here, brought to you by Abernathy Chevrolet, Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge here in Lincoln. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back with more of your halftime show brought to you by Abernathy.
I'm here to tell you about the ultimate cooking experience. It's the Big Green Egg. The egg delivers amazing results as a grill, a smoker, and even an outdoor oven. Grill burgers, sear steaks at high temperatures, slow cook the perfect rack of ribs, and even make a crispy pizza. Name it, poultry, seafood, veggies, and even desserts. All on the Big Green Egg. Demand the best and ask for it by name. The Big Green Egg, the ultimate cooking experience. The Big Green Egg and a full line of Big Green Egg accessories are now available at St. Ace Hardware at the Highway 27 West intersection in Lincoln. When buying or selling a home, it's important to have someone you can count on to help you get answers to all of your questions. That's where Gillen Realty in Lincoln comes in. They are your hometown realty, bringing you experience, integrity, and local knowledge. Come by and talk with one of their agents today. They are there to make your real estate experience one you'll enjoy. Call 704-735-0099 or visit the website at GillenRealty.com or stop by their office at 201 South Poplar Street in Lincoln. Gillen Realty, hometown people working for you. Get the biggest off-road savings of the year now during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance Sale at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Gastonia. Rebates go up to $4,000 and financing as low as 2.99% APR on high-performance Razors, legendary Sportsman ATVs, and Ranger, the world's best-selling utilities side by side. See Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Gastonia. The summer clearance event is underway at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Lincoln. Now get up to $3,250 total cash allowance on select new 2017 Dodge Chargers. $2,000 cash allowance on the new 2017 Dodge Durango. And that's not all. During the summer clearance sales event, get up to $4,000 total cash allowance on the 2017 Dodge Journey. Come in for all the details in the summer clearance event at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge, 1442 East Main Street in Lincoln. The summer sales event continues with red-hot buys at Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby. Now's the best time to buy. Right now, get 0% financing for up to 72 months on the 2017 Ford Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, and the F-150 truck, plus $1,000 trade assistant cash. Come in now for all the details, and don't miss the next big Belt Car Show scheduled for Saturday, September 16th at Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at ClassicFordShelby.com. Kell Insurance is your independent insurance agency in Lincoln and specializes in working with families and small businesses for all of your insurance needs. From auto insurance to health insurance to Medicare and more. By being independent, Kell Insurance can shop around for the best coverage for the best dollar to fit your specific needs and budget. Drop by today, open Tuesday, Thursday, Friday 9 to 5, Wednesdays 9 till noon. Just call 704-732-4646 or visit the website at kellinsurance.com.
All righty, we're back here in the Ronaldo High School football game of the week here on the halftime show, brought to you by Abernathy Chrysler Jeep and Dodge in Lincoln. Know those people very well. Ken, penalties, Ken. Listen to this. East Lincoln, 7 penalties for 45 yards in the first half. And East Gaston, 8 penalty for 70 yards in the first half. That's 15 penalties, Ken, within 2 teams there. You can't have penalties. East Lincoln was had a touchdown run by Lucas McConnell, like we was talking about before we went to the break, and Ken, I mean, that's 7 points, 6 points off the board right there. Can't do that.
Yeah, both teams have hurt themselves with penalties, and some of the East Lincoln drives were crippled by a lot of penalties. The thing about it is, if you're going to make those penalties, it's going to hurt you from scoring. One thing that East Lincoln hasn't done yet.
They scored a lot of points.
They haven't scored a lot of points, but they haven't turned it over.
No, they have not. You're right.
So the penalties are not good, but turnovers are worse than penalties because you lose your possession. So far, they have not turned it over, and that's one of the keys to the game. Don't turn it over. Don't turn it over.
But, Ken, this is every week. Penalties.
They got to clean that up.
They got to clean that up, Ken. I'm telling you, they're not going to win a lot of ball games like that. You got some scores for us, Kenny?
We do. These are all halftime scores, I think, Tim. We've got Kings Mountain leading Shelby 14-7. And another score, I think we reported it incorrectly earlier. South Point is leading Stuart Kramer 14-0. I think we originally reported that 7-7. That was incorrect. South Point does lead that game 14-0. Bedford City leads North Lincoln 16-13. I understand early in that game North Lincoln was up 13-0, but Bedford City's come back and leads that game 16-13. East Burke and West Lincoln in a close game 14-14. And here's a little bit of a surprise. Newton Conover playing a very good High Brighton team. Newton Conover leads 14-6. I understand Newton Conover in the half has run 40 plays, and High Brighton has only run 8. So they're actually Newton Conover's been the dominant team in that game, but they only have a touchdown lead.
40 plays to 8, Ken.
That's
pretty time possession right there.
Yeah, you can't score if you don't have the ball. That's for sure.
You're right about that. Yeah, I tell you, running that's unbelievable, Ken. 40 offensive plays compared to 8 to the High Brighton. And High Brighton, they're a really good football team.
Yes, these first half stats and these scores brought to you by LincolnCounty.com, Lincoln, North Carolina, and we will be in Lincolnton tomorrow all day long at the Lincoln County Apple Festival, and we invite everybody to come out and stop by the KTC broadcasting booth and see Tim and I. The Saturday morning talk show will be on from 8 to 10 there at the Apple Festival, and after Tim and I will be there as part of that. But at 10 o'clock, Tim and I will take over, and we'll be with you the rest of the day.
So absolutely. So come on in. Come on by there at the Apple Festival. Say hello to me and Ken, and hey, we'll put you even on the we'll put you on microphone. We'll talk with you a little bit. Also, I want to say our videographer tonight, Alec Johnson's upstairs. He's our engineer, as we call it, Ken. He gets the film and all that going for us, so he's doing an outstanding job up there. Alex with us tonight. So
and he has to put up with us and try to keep it straight, which is a pretty good job in itself as well.
All righty, we're going to go to another commercial break. The football teams are on the field, so you're listening to WLON 1050 AM. It's the halftime show, the Abernathy Chrysler Jeep and Dodge, right here at East Gaston High School.
Turner Hauser Insurance Group has moved into the new location at 228 East Main Street in downtown Lincoln, and you're invited to come by. Jamie Hauser can help you with your home, auto, commercial, farm, or life insurance needs. Turner Hauser Insurance Group is here to serve their community and help you protect what matters. Visit the new location, Turner Hauser Insurance Group, 228 East Main Street in downtown Lincoln, and just look for the big blue on. Online at turnerhauserins.com. Call 704-732-9577. When it's time to call your order in for your special event, call the Chuck Wagon Grill for any occasion. They'll cater to your every need. They'll even bring it to your doorstep. And be sure to check out the prime rib. It's absolutely out of this world good. The Chuck Wagon Grill is open 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday with some great lunch and dinner specials. Be sure to check out their homemade soup on cool days ahead. For your catering, call 704-732-4777. The Chuck Wagon Grill, 3051 Highway 27, east of Lincoln. Your CarQuest dealer is Eddie's Auto Parts. And now Eddie's Auto Parts is your authorized dealer for Summit Racing Equipment, plus rough country lift kits. Get your lawnmower batteries and automated detailing and cleaning supplies too. So race on in to Eddie's Auto Parts, 2514 East Main Street in Lincoln.
When you want some help from a
Playing football is tough, and so is going to work every day. Sure, there are some days you don't feel like you're going to make it. When those days come, we invite you to visit Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic Center, 1814 North Aspen Street in Lincoln. Now an additional location in Denver at 615 Highway 16. Dr. Robin Owings and Dr. Rob Schick invite you to drop by and find out how they can help you feel better. Hey, I did. Just call 704-735-9668 or visit the website at ProWellnessNC.com. Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic. They've always got your back. The Roundup store in Shelby welcomes Mike Trent. Come in and see Mike for all of your door and window needs. Come in and see what they've rounded up at the Roundup store, like distressed cross ties, $30 for a bundle of 16. Assorted sizes of interior, pre-hung doors are $40. See the line of wood kitchen cabinets, countertops, bathroom vanities, floor covering, and of course, famous Roundup buildings and gazebos. The Roundup store, 1610 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, online at roundupshelby.com. Having trouble finding a car or truck at a price you can afford? Your troubles are over when you stop in at Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. At Milholland Automotive in Lincoln, they make buying a pre-owned vehicle easy. No credit, no money to put down. Milholland Automotive has the banks to get you approved. Come see the selection today at Milholland Automotive, 423 West Main Street in Lincoln. Visit the website at milhollandautomotive.com for a complete list of inventory. Give them a call at 704-736-1000. That's Milholland Automotive Lincoln.
Hey, welcome back to the Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge Halftime Show. Ken Link and Tim Johnson with you here tonight, and we appreciate all your fans listening in there at home, the East Lincoln fans, and maybe a few Lincoln fans listening in since Lincoln played last night, and they don't have a game tonight. But we appreciate all the fans tuning in on WLON or on the internet to watch and listen to the game tonight.
Yes, we do. We so really appreciate the good people up here in the press box tonight. Tom Adams, the athletic director here at East Gaston High School. I tell you, man, these people up here are first class, treating us with the utmost respect here tonight, and it's always good to be around great people here. And East Gaston's got a great staff, without a doubt.
Yeah, the teams are back on the field here, Tim, loosening up, getting ready for this second half. East Lincoln played some great defense the first half, and two of the big guys on that defensive front that really were out there making tackles and causing problems for East Gaston was Ryan Matz, number 88, that we mention a lot, the young man who's going to Westport, but another young man who's had a great game tonight, Chaz Williams. He's a big young man down there, and he has made a lot of big plays.
Yes, he has. He has played well. Like you said, he's the other sidekick partner of Mr. Ryan Matz, and Ryan going to West Point Academy to play football in the Army. So we're awfully proud of him. I know his parents is. I got to meet his grandparents last week and got to meet his mother there at East Lincoln High School, and class family right there, Ken. Class family.
Okay, Tim, we're about ready to kick off. East Lincoln back to receive this opening kickoff of the second half, and here it is. It's an onside kick. And I believe East Gaston has recovered the onside kick. That's recovered on the East Lincoln 47-yard line. They surprised him on that. He hit an East Lincoln player, bounced off of him, and they recovered. So East Gaston trying to get some things going here, start the second half with the onside kick and successfully recover it.
So East Lincoln will be going on defense, and East Gaston be taking over on the offensive side of the football. And your quarterback, number 5, Kobe Creamer, is in the backfield. He's calling the plays. And he's looking to the sidelines, and he's calling the snap count. Here's a handoff to number 5, or number 6. I believe that's number 6 that is for the East Gaston Warriors, and that's Donovan Mobley.
He's up for a gain of about 3 on the play, it looks like.
And number 58 made the stop, look like, for the East Lincoln Mustangs. And that gentleman is Mr. Blaine Dellinger, who is a sophomore, playing outside linebacker. Made a great play there to stop the penetration of the run.
So it brings up here 2nd and 7. Creamer waiting for the snap in the shotgun formation. He takes it, fakes, throws a little pass out to the flat. Got some running room out there, and it's good for the first down.
Mr. Ryan Matz made the stop there for East Lincoln Mustangs there, and that's the Eddie's Auto Part first down for the East Gaston Warriors.
That looks like a gain of about 8 or 9 on the play. It's they're going to mark it down at the 35-yard line of East Lincoln.
That's a good play by the East Gaston Warriors there. A little swing pass out to the side. So it's going to be first down and 10 for the East Gaston Warriors. Creamer, the quarterback, shotgun position, waiting on the snap. Here's the snap and a handoff. And that young man's, he picks up probably about 5 yards.
Good hard run there.
Yes, he was, and he was hit by 2 or 3 of the East Lincoln Mustangs. Number 88, Ryan Matz, the West Point Academy football player, made the tackle there. So it's going to be second down for the East Gaston Warriors.
Like we've got another penalty, Tim, and it's been marked off against the Warriors.
So that's the first penalty of the second half for the East Gaston Warriors here.
Holding on the play. That's the penalty.
That'll back them up.
It'll back them up here, and now it's second down and look like maybe 16 yards. Or first down and 16, I should say. All right, Creamer in shotgun formation.
East Lincoln showing
he takes
blitz.
The snap. He fakes it. He's looking to throw it deep. He got a guy open, but he overthrows him, Tim.
Yes, he did. He overthrew him by at least 5 yards on that play there.
He threw it long, and it was too long. He had a couple steps on the defender, but well over his head, so he didn't have a chance to bring that one down.
So it's going to bring up second down and long. We're in the third quarter here with 10 minutes and 33 seconds here. On the First Federal scoreboard, you have the East Lincoln Mustangs 9 and the East Gaston Warriors nothing.
And Creamer, again, back in his shotgun, barking out signals. Look like he's changing the play. He takes the snap, fakes it, gives it to the second man through 44, and he's got some running room and gets up, looks like for maybe about 8 or 9 yards.
Yeah, it was running back number 44, Brody Hilton, for the East Gaston Warriors with the pickup there. So it's going to be third down.
Third and 7. Look like he got about 9 or 10 on that carry. So now Creamer waiting for the snap in the shotgun formation on an important 3rd and 7 here for the Warriors. He fakes it. He looks to the right to throw it. Overthrows it to a man in the flat, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
So it's going to be 4th and long here for the East Gaston Warriors. So looks like they're going to go for it, Ken, instead of punting the football.
Yeah, they've got it down on the East Lincoln 32-yard line, I believe.
Right.
33, I guess, is where they're marking it now. So it's 4th down there, 4th and 7. So it looks like they're going to go for it. And they're waiting for signals from the coach on the sidelines. Now Creamer's back in the shotgun formation. Players on each side of him in the backfield. Now we got a little bit of motion by 44. He takes it. He's going back.
Ryan Matz.
Matz with a rush and drops him for a big loss.
That's back Ryan Matz, Chaz Williams, number 92, and looks like number 7 there got on the play too. That's Logan Philman. So that's a great play by the East Lincoln defense to come up and make that play on in that stop on 4th down there, Ken.
Yes, it's drops him back on the 38-yard line, and that's where East Lincoln Mustangs will take over.
And great field position.
Good field position on the 38-yard line of East Gaston to stop that drive.
So 1st and 10 for the East Lincoln Mustangs. Chase Jones getting his sign from the sideline, so he's calling his play out to his players. Got a man in motion, Lucas McConnell, and he hands off to number 21, Chandler Jones, straight up the middle.
Ooh. What a hit there by.
Who was that, number 22? Number 22, that is for the, and that's Jackson Rutledge from the East Gaston Warriors.
Short gain of about 1 on that, and
he was hit.
Chandler Jones was dropped right in his tracks after he had a short gain. So that brings up 2nd and 9 for East Lincoln. Chase Jones with the snap. He looks to throw it. Can't find
penalty
anybody.
flag.
Flag comes down. He's going to get dropped.
Sacked.
Sacked there, Tim.
Number 44. That's number 44 for the Brody Hilton, the middle linebacker, with the sack in the backfield. But there is a penalty flag on the field. Holding
against
East Lincoln Mustangs.
Let's see if they accept the penalty or take the sack where it's at. Look like the sack will be a loss of about 6 yards. Seeing if they're going to accept the penalty or, yeah, they're going to accept it. They're going to push the Mustangs back.
So that's a 5-yard penalty.
Well, it's a 10-yard penalty.
Is it a 10? Is it a 10? Okay, 10-yard penalty.
So they're back now on the 27-yard line of East Gaston. It's going to be second down and a whole bunch. Look like second and maybe about 24, 25.
Every bit of that. Every bit of that. So East Lincoln waiting on their play to be called in. I guess East Gaston's, are they?
They changed their mind.
They changed their mind.
They're going to decline that penalty, which I thought maybe they would do. So now they're marching it back down the field.
And it's going to bring up third down and long.
So that's a loss on the play of about 6 on the play. And so it's going to bring up third down and long for the Mustangs.
Chase Jones, your quarterback. And
we got another false start or illegal motion against the.
It's illegal motion on East Lincoln on number 2, Christian Parks. That's on Christian Parks. Illegal motion. So that's going to back them up 5 more yards, Ken.
Yeah, and it's same story as the first half on the penalties.
Yeah,
Tim.
penalties. Yeah,
we didn't make any adjustments to eliminate them. That's for sure, because there's still flags flying out there.
I've never seen East Lincoln with so many penalties. And here's a handoff to Christian Parks, and he cuts around the corner. If he can break, he breaks a tackle.
And he's short of the first down, but makes a lot of yardage.
Yes, he did.
Bring it down to maybe 4th and about 4 or 5.
So he's short. So he's bringing up 4th down. I'm sure they'll go for it. East Lincoln will.
Well, we'll see what they decide to do here. They're on this side of the 5th. Look like it's going to be spotted on the 45-yard line. So they're still in
about 5 yards short.
They're still in their own territory, Tim, but they are lining up to go for it.
I'd go for it.
4th and 5 from their own 45. Big
Chase
play.
Jones under the center for the first time of the night.
I think they're trying to draw them off sides.
I think you're right. They're going to call timeout. So timeout on the field to the East Lincoln Mustangs. We'll be back here on Ronaldo High School Football Game of the Week. Tim Johnson and Ken Link.
Don't miss the 20% off sales event going on now at Classic for Lincoln and Shelby. It's time to save big money on in-stock units. They've got to make room for more inventory. Prices have been slashed. Don't let this special event slip you by, and you can save more with your direct plan. Come into Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby for all the details. The 20% off sales event going on now at Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at ClassicFordShelby.com. When buying or selling a home, it's important to have someone you can count on to help you get answers to all of your questions. That's where Gillen Realty in Lincoln comes in. They are your hometown realty, bringing you experience, integrity, and local knowledge. Come by and talk with one of their agents today. They are there to make your real estate experience one you'll enjoy. Call 704-735-0099 or visit the website at GillenRealty.com or drop by their office at 221 South Poplar Street in Lincoln. Gillen Realty, hometown people working for you.
Could be unnecessary roughness at the end of the play.
Ken, Terry Farrell is having a great game.
Oh, yeah. You talk about a key player in the game.
The punter.
Twice. Now, that was a called fake
that.
there. Wasn't that a called fake? Yeah, that's a called fake.
It looked like it was to me. Yeah.
The other one, he had to improvise and because of a bad snap, but he's a called fake there, and he got the first down, and they're going to tack on more yardage because I think there was unnecessary roughness penalty at the end of that play.
So that's a 15 yards right there for the East Gaston. So that's going to bring up a first First down and 10 inside the about on the I'd say about the 32-yard line, and that's Eddie's Auto Parts first down.
Okay.
And he looks to pass the ball, throws it out to Christian Parks.
He's caught it, cuts up the middle, got some running room. Flag.
Got a penalty.
Another flag. Every other play, there's a flag, Tim.
I mean,
that's a good gain. It's enough for a first down, but I'm afraid it's coming back.
I'm looking at David Keever over here, and we're both of us shaking our heads saying, unbelievable how many flags has been thrown here tonight. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is it's going to back East Lincoln up as on East Lincoln, of course. So that's their third penalty in the third period, and we still got 8 minutes left in the third period. And so how do you correct that in practice, Ken? How do you correct?
Well,
is it mental execution?
Well, a lot of it is mental. I mean, you got to have in your mind what you can do and what you can't do, and you can't continually do things that are violations out there to play the game. You throw flags every play, which is what's happening.
That's a 10-yard penalty there?
Yeah, back Chandler Jones with a short pass out here to number 5, but rush on the play, didn't have time to really set up and find his receiver. So that's going to bring up second
down long. East Lincoln's got a good crowd here tonight over there for the visitor side, and we're looking at East Gaston side here. They got a packed house. So Chase Jones under center, got the handoff to Lucas McConnell, and he's been the big play man. Look at him.
There's a trap, and he sheds a couple tackles and gets forward for about 8 or 9 yards to bring it down to maybe about 3rd and 12 now. Good run again by McConnell.
I tell you, looks like to me the players of the game so far, if I had to pick, I'd say either Lucas McConnell or the punter.
They both made big plays in this game. There's no doubt about that. So now it's I think it's 3rd and about 13 on the 35-yard line of East Gaston.
Chase Jones, the snap. He's looking to pass the football. He's rolling out to his right. He's under pressure, and he's sacked for a big loss. Number 75, the big man from East Gaston, Landon Van Dyke.
Tim, he reached out with one big paw and got some jersey and just jerked him down for the loss.
I thought he was going to jerk his uniform off for a minute.
So that's going to make it 4th and long, and
they'll be punting.
They'll be punting, I guess, unless they decide to fake it again. I don't think they'll do that here.
Nah.
It's 4th and about 20-some.
All right, here's the punt. And it's a pretty decent punt. It's awfully high there. And it takes a East Gaston bounce, so it's going to be stopped at the, looks like the 17-yard line, and East Gaston Warriors will be taking over on offense.
Okay, so we still have 9-0 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. No scores this half, but Tim, lots of flags this half.
Yes. We had 15 flags in the first half, 7 on East Lincoln, 8 on East Gaston, and now we've already got 5 in this half, 2 on East Gaston, 3 on East Lincoln High School Mustangs. So you got 6 minutes and 39 seconds left in the third quarter.
East Gaston from their own 16-yard line. Snap to Creamer.
And he's under pressure. That's a face mask.
Oh.
That's
well.
Oh, maybe not. I thought he grabbed him by the maybe grabbed him by the jersey.
I think he had him by the jersey. And
that's a big loss there for East Gaston. That's a big play by number 17. I believe it's number 17.
Well, if that is, that's that man, that punter that.
That's Terry Farrell.
Terry Farrell. He's making
17.
He's making plays on defense now. That's a loss back to him of about 3 or 4 yards.
So you got 2nd down and long. You got a man in motion and a handoff to number 14. And he is hit by number 49 of the East Lincoln Mustangs, who makes the stop as Trevor Philo. He's a sophomore wide receiver. And number 14 on the carry was KJ Dagout. Picks up about probably 4 or 5 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and still long for the East Gaston Warriors. You're listening to WLON 1050 AM, Ronaldo High School football game of the week. All sides.
Well, they didn't blow it. They didn't stop the action. Kramer is swarmed under as he goes back to try to pass, and looks like he's going to be dropped for a sack and a loss, and there's no penalties on that play, even though I thought there was going to be another one.
That kid left before the center snapped the ball. He was standing up.
So it's a loss back to the 15-yard line, and so actually the 14-yard line, and that's where it'd be 4th and long for the East Gaston Warriors, who have to punt it back to East Lincoln Mustangs.
Can I tell you what happened? Reason why I didn't. That's a short kick.
It's going out of bounds. Wow.
That's going to be at the 32-yard line, 33-yard line.
Well, first of all, it was a high snap.
Yes.
He had to jump to catch it, and then he had to hurry the kick, and when he did, it went offside of his foot.
Right.
And East Lincoln going to get tremendous
field
position right here inside the 35-yard line of East Gaston. It looks like they'll mark it right at the 35.
So Chase Jones comes on the football field with his offensive football team. On the First Federal scoreboard, it's 9-0. East Lincoln over the East Gaston Warriors. And this East Lincoln did score another touchdown. Lucas McConnell did. He scored the only one so far, but it was called back. So
Chandler
Chase
Jones,
looking through the foot. He's got a man open. He's got a man open. Oh!
Overthrew that man, Lucas McConnell. Chase Jones with the pass, a good pass, just a little bit long, one step too long.
That was actually a really good play, Ken.
Yeah, he was open down the middle for the what would have been a touchdown right around the goal line. Just
a little bit more touch on it. Just a little bit more touch on it.
Just a little bit overthrown. Just missed on that one. Here it is, 2nd and 10 now. Chase Jones with the snap. He's looking to throw it again. He's got a receiver open.
Now, I like that. That was a great pass there. Great catch by number 80. And that young man from East Lincoln High School. That's Jack Golightly, the junior, Jack Golightly.
That's close to a first down. I believe it's about a yard short, Tim.
Well, I'm not going to say nothing until they move the chains, because every time I say it's a first down or it's short. So it's going to be 3rd down. Is that correct? 3rd down and short. Looks like maybe a yard short for having a first down here on the Ronaldo High School football game at 08. You're listening to Tim Johnson and Ken Lincoln, WLON 1050 AM. Part of KTC Broadcasting.
Chase Jones gives the.
He's a keeper.
No, he fakes
keeps
a
the
great fake. Jones faked it to McConnell and took off around the right end and had plenty of yardage over there for the first down.
That's Eddie's Auto Parts first down.
Yes, sir. And it's in. Looks like we're on the 20-yard line. That's a great fake, Tim.
Yes, it was.
I thought McConnell had the ball.
I did too, but like you said, great fake on the quarterback's part, Chase Jones. So Chase Jones in a shotgun position. He's got 2 running backs, Lucas McConnell side of him, and then Chandler Jones on the left of him. You got double wide receivers to the left, and here's a pass out to the flat, and that's going to be incomplete to Chandler Jones.
Yeah, rush coming on that, and he had a swing pass, tried to hit Jones, but timing was disrupted there with the rush that came up the middle. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Got 3 minutes and 44 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and it's on the First Federal scoreboard. 9-0. East Lincoln Mustangs on top of the East Gaston Warriors. So Chase Jones in a shotgun. Chandler Jones is beside of him on the right. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw the football. He's looking to the left. He throws it out to the flat.
A little bit high. Couldn't quite get turned around to get that ball. And that was throwing for Kristen Parks. But it falls incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the East Lincoln Mustangs from the 15. Tim,
Kristen Parks looks like he's a little banged up a little bit, Ken.
Yeah, I'd like to see them. They need to convert this first down. They are in field goal range. They've got a good field goal kicker, but I'm sure they'd like to have the touchdown rather than the field goal.
So we got a 3rd down play here. 3rd down, what, about 6 or 7?
I think it's 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, okay.
Offsides
on East Lincoln.
It looked like some more movement there pre-snap. I believe he's going to back up the Mustangs 5 more.
It's on Mustangs, yeah.
So that'll bring it up to 3rd and 15.
That's 4 penalties, Ken, in this half for the East Lincoln Mustangs, and we've got already 30 yards in penalties. And it's still the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes and 36 seconds left.
So that ball is marked on the 25-yard line, where it would be 3rd and 15 for the Mustangs.
Here's the snap. Chase Jones looking to throw the football to the left. He's got a man open, and he drops the football. 28 drops the football. Hits him right. That's a first down, maybe a touchdown. and he just drops the football. Hits him right in the hands. Perfect pass.
Great thrown ball.
Yes.
Right on the money. Hit him right in stride. He just couldn't quite hold on to it. Chase Jones has made some good passes tonight. Unfortunately, all of them have not been caught. Well, we're going to mark for a long field goal, Tim. This is going to be marked down on it looks like the 32. This will be a 42-yard try. Shanklin, go forward, hits it.
It's got the leg. Does he? Yes, he does.
Good. It's good.
What a field goal. That might be the biggest points of the game right there, Ken.
Ryan Shanklin with a 42-yard field goal for the Mustangs to put them up 12-0 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard.
Kell Insurance is your independent insurance agency in Lincoln and specializes in working with families and small businesses for all of your insurance needs, from auto insurance to health insurance to Medicare and more. By being independent, Kell Insurance can shop around for the best coverage for the best dollar to fit your specific needs and budget. Drop by today, open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday 9 to 5, Wednesdays 9 till noon. Just call 704-732-4646 or visit the website at kellinsurance.com. I'm here to tell you about the ultimate cooking experience. It's the Big Green Egg. The egg delivers amazing results as a grill, a smoker, and even an outdoor oven. Grill burgers, sear steaks at high temperatures, slow cook the perfect rack of ribs, and even bake a crispy pizza. You name it, poultry, seafood, veggies, and even desserts, all on the Big Green Egg. Demand the best and ask for it by name. The Big Green Egg, the ultimate cooking experience. The Big Green Egg and a full line of Big Green Egg accessories are now available at St. Ace Hardware at the Highway 27 150 West intersection in Lincoln.
All right, we're back here at the East Gaston High School where the First Federal scoreboard, East Lincoln Mustangs just kicked a 42-yard field goal, Mr. Ryan Shanklin, and the score is 12-0 over the East Gaston Warriors. And that's the Ronaldo High School football game of the week. You're listening to WLON 1050 AM, part of KTC Broadcasting. Tim Johnson and Ken Link here with you. And Ken, it's been, I guess the only way I can explain this game has been penalties, penalties, and penalties.
Yes, it has. Kickoff goes into the end zone. So East Gaston will take possession here on their own 20 here in the third quarter. We're here in the second half, 3:16 left in the third quarter. East Lincoln up 12-0.
Here's a pass out in the flat
by Creamer, overthrew the receiver, and so he is incomplete on that one. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. They've passed the ball some tonight, Tim, but they haven't connected a lot.
Well, you talking about East Gaston or East Lincoln? East Gaston, they have thrown the football a lot, but like you said, they have not made the connections on the passes and stuff like that. The receivers has not came down with the football. There's been a lot of overthrows. Here's Creamer on the option, and he's looking for the pitch, and he pitches it out to the running back, and he's got a host of East Lincoln guys right there all over him. So that's –
they had that well covered, Tim, the pitch man as well as the quarterback. And
number 3 made the initial stop out there, and number 50, it's like number 58, number 3. Number 3 is Judd Reel for the East Lincoln Mustangs, and number 58 is Blaine Dellinger.
Looks like a gain of maybe 1 on the play, so it's 3rd and 9 here for East Gaston.
Big stop here for the East Lincoln Mustangs. They can get the ball back with some good field position.
Looking for the sidelines for the call is Creamer. He's back in the shotgun formation. He's got the call, barking out signals now. And here's the snap. He takes it. He's looking to find a receiver. He's scrambling around now.
They got pursuit on him.
He's still scrambling. He scrambles out and gets out of bounds. Short gain, if anything on the play, is going to bring out a 4th down and another punting situation.
Number 42 of East Lincoln High School, Jordan Baxley, put the pressure on the quarterback and ran him out of bounds. Made a great play there defensively to keep East Gaston from getting a first down there, Ken.
Yeah, no gain on the play. He couldn't find a receiver, and he had nowhere to go. A good containment by the East Lincoln defense on the outside there. All right, here's the punt.
And it's a pretty decent punt. Number 9.
Going to be fielded by East Lincoln.
Number 9, and he's got the football. He makes it around the corner, and he's going to be out at the 40, looks like the 47-yard line, Ken, 46-yard line.
Yeah, the 46-yard line of East Gaston. Good return.
Mr. Gabe Duncan on the return there for the East Lincoln Mustangs, number 9. So he has some wheels. He turned that corner, Ken.
Yeah, he looked like he had pretty good speed. Now that's pretty good field position for the Mustangs as they take over in the East Gaston territory.
Got 2 minutes left in the third quarter, too.
On the 46-yard line of East Gaston.
Chase Jones, the quarterback in shotgun position. You got Chandler Jones on the right-hand side as the halfback, and you got double wide receivers on each side. He's looking to throw the football, Chase Jones, and he makes a great throw to Christian Parks, and he makes a catch, and looks like he's going to be out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So that will be a Eddie's Auto Parts first down for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
Yeah, good pass reception and a little bit of run after the pass.
I like what I saw from the receiver there. He caught it with his hands out front. He didn't let the football get in next to his body, and he made a clean catch and turned it up and gained some valuable yards there, Ken.
Okay, here we are, 1st and 10 on the 35. Jones handoff up the middle to Chandler Jones, it looks like. He's breaking tackles and gets ahead for a 6-yard gain.
So he's going to be down at the, it's like the 29-yard line, Ken?
That's what it looks like. Bring up a 2nd and 4 there.
So that's a good pickup for the East Lincoln Mustangs on the first down. Chandler Jones, the senior running back. Chase Jones, the quarterback.
Okay, here's the snap. Chase Jones takes it, hands again to
He's hit hard.
Jones, and nothing doing there as he's met in the backfield before
number 90.
He can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like maybe
Jamari Caldwell, defensive tackle, number 90, big old boy.
No gain on that play, so it brings up a 3rd down. And
got 56 seconds to the 4th quarter, Ken.
Okay, here's the snap. The flag's on the play.
That's on East Lincoln.
Another pre-snap flag.
That's on East Lincoln there.
How many motion or illegal procedure penalties have we seen tonight on East Lincoln, Tim?
A bunch.
Too many. That's the answer. Way
too many. You're right.
So that's going to back them up, and that's going to be about a 3rd and 10.
About 12, 11, 12 yards,
yeah,
I'd
maybe
say.
3rd and 11, it looks like.
I believe you're right. 3rd and 11, I would call 3rd and 11 here for the East Lincoln Mustang. Chase Jones, the snap. He's looking to throw the football. He's looking to his left. He's under pressure, and he throws the football out of bounds, but he's got a man over there, so that's not going to be intentional grounding, so that's going to bring up 4th down. And it looks like still 11 yards, 4th and long.
Under heavy rush that time, Tim. He had nowhere to go with it. He did throw it away out of bounds. There's a receiver in that territory, so that's going to bring up 4th down. They're on the 36-yard line of East Gaston. Let's see what they're going to do here.
They're going to go for it. Looks like Chase Jones in shotgun position. Got Chandler Jones to the right, double wide receivers on both sides. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw the football. He's looking to his left. He's got a man across the middle. That's pass interference, but Christian Parks made a catch. That's a 1st down and a pass interference on the defense.
Pass down to the 7-yard line, Tim. A great pass down the middle. Christian Parks made
a sensational catch.
Catch and held on a hard hit. He looked like he was a little shaken up on the play.
Yeah, we got
there's a flag on the play, but as you said, I think it's defensive pass interference, so that'll be declined if that's what it is.
I believe so. He's walking off the field. He's going to be okay, it looks like. We're going to stay right here with us, even though it's an injury.
Yeah, declined. It's pass interference against the defense. Declined as they'll take the play, which is
official timeout.
First down inside the 10-yard line.
So we're going to take an official timeout. You're listening to the First Federal. Actually, it's the Ronaldo High School football game of the week. You're listening to Tim Johnson and Ken Link.
Don't miss the 20% off sales event going on now at Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby. It's time to save big money on in-stock units. They've got to go make room for more inventory. Prices have been slashed. Don't let this special event slip you by, and you can even save more with your X plan. Come into Classic Ford Lincoln in Shelby for all the details. The 20% off sales event going on now at Classic Ford Lincoln, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at classicfordshelby.com. When buying or selling a home, it's important to have someone you can count on to help you get answers to all of your questions. That's where Gillen Realty in Lincoln comes in. They are your hometown realty, bringing you experience, integrity, and local knowledge. Come by and talk with one of their agents today. They are there to make your real estate experience one you'll enjoy. Call 704-735-0099 or visit the website at GillenRealty.com or drop by their office at 201 South Poplar Street in Lincoln. Gillen Realty, hometown people working for you.
All righty, we're back here in the Ronaldo High School football game of the week on WLON 1050 AM, part of KTC Broadcasting. Tim Johnson, Ken Link, your host here for this evening for the East Lincoln Mustangs. They're on top 12-0 on the East Gaston Warriors, and we just had another penalty, and it's going to back up East Lincoln, looks like 5 more yards.
And that's the end of the third quarter, Tim.
And that's the end of the third quarter, so we're going to go to the fourth quarter. So we're going to stay right here, Ken. You got some scores for us, Ken, for some football games in our area?
We do.
And first of all, I want to thank David Keever of Lincoln Times News. He's giving us all these scores, updates, and stuff like that. I also thank David for always promoting First Federal Lincoln County High School football, student-athlete football player of the week. So he does an outstanding job at Lincoln, the sports editor for Lincoln Times News.
Okay, here's some scores of interest. In the South Fork Conference, we got West Lincoln on the road at East Burke, and that game is tied up 20-20. Kings Mountain against Shelby, a big game there. That is tied 14-14. South Point, 34-14 lead over Stuart Kramer. And Newton Conover still leads High Brighton 17-12. Have you got a score update, Tim, on the Bessemer City North Lincoln?
Bessemer City North Lincoln, got a score up on that, anything, guys? 42-13. 42-22.
No, 22-13. 22.
Okay, if I got my glasses on tonight. So there you have it, Kenny.
Bessemer City leading North Lincoln 22-13.
So that's still a good football game there.
Okay.
All righty. Here's a handoff.
That's
Chase Jones.
Chase Jones on the keeper. And gets forward for a couple yards on that 1st and 15 play.
It's beginning of the fourth quarter.
It was first and goal from the 14. So it's now 2nd and goal. It looks like they're on the 12-yard line or 13. So here we are, 2nd down and goal.
On the 11-yard line.
Chase Jones with the snap. He's got a swing pass out to Chandler Jones, who's got not much place to go there. Gets it up to close to the 10-yard line, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line.
Chandler Jones jumped up and grabbed his face mask, and he did. The East Gaston Warriors player, he did grab his face mask. And so I think he's kind of surprised he didn't get the call there.
Yeah, he didn't get the call. Okay, here we go. 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. Chase Jones waiting for the snap.
All sides.
East Gaston charged up there. I don't know whether they get called for encroachment or they were drawn off.
What they're saying, false start.
Drawn off by
East.
Another pre-snap motion, illegal procedure penalty against the East Lincoln Mustangs.
That's 7 penalties in this half. And
that's going to back them up to the, looks like the 16-yard line, where, again, it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 16.
That's 50 yards in penalty just in this half, Ken.
All right, here's the snap to Chase Jones.
Chase looking to his left.
He's looking for the end zone. Throws it incomplete. A collision there around the 5-yard line.
The intended receiver is number 81, Ryan Shanklin. And he drops the football, and there's a flag on the play, too. There's a flag over there on the corner.
Surprise, surprise.
That's on East Lincoln, too. That's going to back them up.
Trying to see what the call is. I'm still waiting for the official signal here from the officials to see what that call is.
But it's on East Lincoln, we know that.
But it's a 4th down play, which was incomplete.
False start.
Yeah, illegal motion, it looks like, against East Lincoln. And I guess that will be declined if it's unless it was before the snap and they have to mark it off.
A lot of mental mistakes tonight on the East Lincoln Mustangs. Still penalties.
Okay, so it must have been before the snap, so therefore they are marking it off, and now it's going to be 4th down from the 21-yard line for East Lincoln. 4th and goal.
So Chase Jones looking to throw the football. Throws over the cross. Oh, good catch by Christian Parks. That's a great catch there. He's inside the 10-yard line. So
one arm catch there.
Yes. Big catch by the senior there. Great throw by Chase Jones. So that's going to bring up, well.
Was that a 3rd down
No,
play?
that's a 3rd down play. So they're going to be even closer for a field goal. So
yes.
Shanklin, I guess Shanklin's going to come in and kick another field goal. Is that right, Ken?
That's what it looks like.
So Shanklin's had a great game so far. Kicking.
No doubt about that. This is going to be marked down right around the 15-yard line. This will be a 25-yarder. It's down. Here's the snap. Here's the kick, and it is good.
All righty.
The 3rd field goal tonight for Shanklin.
We're going to take a 1-minute timeout, and we'll be back here on the Renato High School football game of the week here on WLON 1050 AM, part of KTC Broadcasting, with your high school football score. The East Lincoln Mustangs 15 and the East Gaston Warriors nothing. And you're listening to the First Federal.
Sleep apnea is the interruption of sleep by a blockage to breathing. 8 million Americans go undiagnosed for sleep apnea. Dr. John L. Cloninger III of Lincoln can help you with sleep apnea problems. John III is a member of the American Academy of Dental Medicine. He can help you now overcome the symptoms of obstructive sleep apnea, such as excessive daytime sleep, loud snoring, episodes of breathing cessation where you stop breathing, dry mouth and sore throat, morning headaches, insomnia, attention problems, and more. John III is concerned that patients don't know there are treatments for obstructive sleep apnea, from CPAP to dental appliances or even surgery. John III offers a free consultation for anyone with symptoms of sleep apnea. Just call 704-735-0765 or come by 904 Dodge Drive in Lincoln to make an appointment. Sleep longer, smile brighter, live happier. Let Dr. John L. Cloninger III put his 21 years of dentistry experience to work for you.
Okay, we're back here at the East Gaston where East Lincoln Mustang just kicked off and the ball was taken at the 8-yard line and returned all the way across midfield, all the way down to the 34-yard line of East Lincoln. We got a penalty on the play as well. It looks like a personal foul after the play was over, and now they're marking it even further down. And East Gaston's going to have a 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line of East Lincoln.
Ken, it's going to get interesting here, Ken, with 9 minutes and 40 seconds left. It's 15-0. A score here at a 2-point conversion, Ken.
Make it anybody's game again.
Make it anybody's game here.
So East Lincoln defense has been stellar all night. Let's see if they can hold here.
So you got the quarterback actually he's in shotgun position now. Waiting on the snap. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw the football to the left over. He's got an open receiver, number 9. And he picks up a good gain there. Number 9. He's down to probably looks like the 11-yard line. And that gentleman was Jalen Kramer, number 9, wide receiver for the East Gaston.
From Kramer to Kramer.
Kramer to Kramer. Hey, wasn't that a movie one time, Kramer and Kramer?
I believe that's a law firm.
A law firm? Is that what it was, a law firm? That's pretty good.
Oh, that's a 1st down, Tim. That's
good pass by the quarterback.
Eddie's also 1st down there for the Wildcats. They're around the 10-yard line now.
And they can get another 1st down to the 1-yard line or 2. Here's a handoff to number 6 up the middle, and he's tackled. And he looks like he's brought down by number 88, Ryan Matz.
Gain of a couple on that play.
Pick up probably about 3 yards, it looked like. I think Ryan Matz had him in the backfield, but he somehow got away. Then he called him again and tackled him. So
tackled him twice.
He did, tackled him twice. We give him 2 tackles.
We don't give him one. He'd like to have 2 on that, but we can only give him 1.
And Ryan Matz's grandparents is from Florida, so if they're listening to us, we'd like to say hello to them on behalf of Tim Johnson, Ken Link at WLON 1050 AM. Thanks for tuning in. They was up here last week. We got to meet them. They came up right before the storm.
Well, we got an official timeout on the play. The official stopped the play is about ready to snap the ball here. And I don't know whether it's something to do with the clock or what, but.
You know, I haven't seen the 25-second clock all night.
No.
Have they worn it anywhere around the football field?
And I have no. I don't. If it is, it's hidden.
So here's a handoff, Ken. Number
got
44. He's going to score
into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's East Gaston touchdown. Ken, we got a football game.
Sure do.
We got a football game here tonight at East Gaston Warriors where they just scored the touchdown. Number 44, and I believe number 40 is that not your man, Brody Hilton?
Brody Hilton with the carry. Big, look like a fullback there, Tim, with a good run for the touchdown.
So you know, the key to that game was the run on the kickoff return.
Huge kickoff,
yep. and then the penalty. Here's a fumble.
He's trying to go for a 2-point.
Ken, he's running around.
He's back to the 30-yard line.
He's running around.
He's back to the 35, and he's taken down there. Wow, that was a 2-point conversion try. Ended up quarterback scrambling backwards to the 32-yard line, and he's dropped there. So that attempt is no good, and so it's 15-6 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. East Lincoln leading.
We're a community bank. That's why we always try to approach things from a community-minded point of view. When something is in the best interest of communities we serve, it's good for us as well. We're community-minded, just like you. Carolina Trust Bank, member FDIC. Community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, with 3 offices in Lincoln, also in Gaston, Denver, Forest City, Hickory, Lakewood, and Vail. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. The Can-Am Tabarite at Al-Lane Motorsports in Lincoln. They're big, they're bold, and they're now in stock at Al-Lane Motorsports. See the new 2018 Can-Am Maverick X3 or the new 2018 Can-Am Outlander 1000 XMR. Ask about special financing on selected 2017 models. Al-Lane Motorsports, your new Can-Am dealer, serving Lincoln, Gaston, Cleveland, and surrounding counties. Online at ALlaneMotorsport.com.
We're back here at the Ronaldo High School football game. The East Gaston Warriors just scored a touchdown, make it on the First Federal scoreboard. East Lincoln 15, East Gaston 6, and they went for 2-point conversion, and they did not make it. And so, Ken, you got 8 minutes and 41 seconds left.
Yeah, there's some
I'd kick it deep.
There's some folks here in the booth that say, hey, get ready to look out for this onside kick.
I'd just kick it deep. You got 8 minutes left. Their defense has played good.
Well, they converted an onside kick to start the second half. Who knows? They may try it again. We'll see what happens here.
I think East Lincoln's ready for it this time. They
should be. They should be now.
Now they got to delay of the game. Now they're going to back it up.
Now that hurts.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So I said I got to write that penalty.
Write that down, Tim. Can you keep up with all these penalties?
I tell you, man.
It's something else. Okay, they'll pick a big East Gaston now be kicking off from their own 35 instead of their own 40. So here we go with 8:41 left on the clock, and
you got to kick it deep now.
East Gaston approaching the ball, getting ready to kick off.
They're going to kick it deep. I'm telling you.
And it's a squib.
Squib kick, but
East Lincoln picks it up.
And he's down.
And safely falls on it on the 33-yard line instead of trying to return it. So they'll take a possession there on the 33-yard line.
Got 8 minutes and 38 seconds left. East Lincoln with the football. So it's been a game of penalties, mistakes.
It sure has.
There haven't been no turnovers, really.
No, it's been plenty of mistakes, but no turnovers, which is very interesting. Okay, East Lincoln will take possession here on their own 33-yard line with 8:38 left on the clock in the fourth quarter. And Chase Jones back, waiting for the snap in the shotgun formation. Chandler Jones beside of him, in motion.
Number 5.
Chandler Jones takes it up to middle, and guess what? There's another flag, Tim. Chandler Jones up for about a gain of 3 yards, but there's a flag on the far side. Where it's thrown at, it may be another motion penalty. We'll see.
I tell you what, Ken, those referees have thrown so many flags tonight, they're going to have to ice their shoulder down. I'm telling you, they're going to have to ice their shoulder down. They threw so many flags tonight.
Well, those yellow handkerchiefs got to be dirty as many times they've been thrown out there on the ground tonight. False start again against East Lincoln, so that's going to back them up 1st and 15 from the 28-yard line. So
you're listening to WLON 1050 AM. Tim Johnson, Ken Link, Alec Johnson on the video upstairs. He's our engineer here tonight.
And we have a stoppage on the field. Again, the officials are discussing something. I don't know what it is.
They're trying to find out if they got any more flags in their pocket. They're out of flags, Ken, I'm telling you.
They had to order some. Somebody get a special order to get them some down there. Okay, they tell us what's going to happen here. He's telling us something. Timeout on the field.
Timeout, East Lincoln. Is that East Lincoln Mustang timeout?
No, another penalty.
Another penalty again against East Lincoln.
That looked like I don't know what that was. That delay of the game, or I don't know.
That was delay of the game on that one. Actually, that's a 15-yard penalty.
I don't know what it was, but it's a penalty against East Lincoln. It backs them up 10 more yards, it looks like. Now there are first down on the 19-yard line.
You're keeping the penalties next week.
Okay, handoff up the middle. Is that
I think it's number 5.
Is that 5, Christian, or
number 5 is Taven Johnson.
Taven Johnson on the carry. He's up for about
he got about 5 yards. But it's still going to be second down and long for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
Okay, here we are. Chase Jones back in the shotgun formation. He takes the snap, hands off to Chandler Jones. He's got some running room up the middle, and it's dropped around the 30-yard line.
East Lincoln's got 10 penalties for 70 yards in this half, Ken. 10 penalties, and they had 7 for 45.
That's amazing.
17 penalties in this game.
Okay, this brings up a third down. It looks like third and about 4. No, I'm sorry, 3rd and 14. They're way behind the sticks. My mistake. So Chase Jones back, waiting for the snap in the shotgun. Takes it.
Hands off to Lucas McConnell. There's the man again. There he goes again. Oh.
He's in the open and gone for the first down, Tim, across the 50-yard line down to the
That's a Eddie's Auto Parts first down.
47-yard line. No, the 42-yard line.
I tell you, Kim,
of East Gaston. What a run.
When East Lincoln needs a big play, put the ball in 24 hands.
Big run here.
Yes. He's probably got close to 100 yards, wouldn't you think, Ken? Lucas McConnell?
Well, he's
right at it.
Yeah, he's got about 27 on that one. First half, he had
so that's Eddie's Auto Parts first down?
About 70, yeah. I think he's over 100 now.
So you got Chase Jones in the shotgun position. Hand off to Chandler Jones up the middle. He picks up a big gain, probably about 7-8 yards. So it's going to come up second short.
Good run there. Hole opened up, and he went through it for good yardage now.
We got 6 minutes and 22 seconds left in the ball game here in the fourth period.
Looks like we have an injury on the field, Tim.
Okay. With the First Federal scoreboard is 15, East Lincoln, 6-5 the Warriors. So
we're
going to go to a commercial break. We'll be back right here on the Ronaldo High School football game.
Playing football is tough, and so is going to work every day. Sure, there are some days you don't feel like you're going to make it. When those days come, we invite you to Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic Center, 1814 North Aspen Street in Lincoln, and now an additional location in Denver at 615 Highway 16. Dr. Robin Owings and Dr. Robert Schick invite you to drop by and find out how they can help you feel better. Hey, I did. Just call 704-735-9668 or visit the website at ProWellnessNC.com. Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic. They've always got your back. Turner Hauser Insurance Group has moved into the new location at 228 East Main Street in downtown Lincoln, and you're invited to come by. Jamie Hauser can help you with your home, auto, commercial, farm, or life insurance needs. Turner Hauser Insurance Group is here to serve their community and help you protect what matters. Visit the new location, Turner Hauser Insurance Group, 228 East Main Street in downtown Lincoln, and just look for the big blue awning. Online at turnerhauserins.com. Call 704-732-9577.
All right, we're back here at the Redondo High School football game, and East Lincoln just scored on a 34-yard pass to Chase Jones to Christian Parks, and that puts them 22. And we're going to go to a commercial. We'll be back here in the Redondo High School football game with the First Federal scoreboard, 22, East Lincoln Mustangs, East Gaston 6.
This city just makes me miss home, man. Go get a sweet tea from McDonald's and make it fresh, sweet, and it's icy cold, just like your mom's. But I miss home. Oh, so you miss your mom telling you to make sure your room's clean? Or close the fridge, Ryan, and stop letting all the cool air out. Turn the lights on. All right, got it. The sweet tea is just right. But you know I'm going to tell my mom you got jokes. No, don't.
This is no joke. Stop by McDonald's and get a large sweet tea for just $1 all summer long. Large sweet tea, just $1. Price and participation may vary. Limited time only.
Having trouble finding a car or truck at a price you can afford? Your troubles are over when you stop in at Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. At Milholland Automotive in Lincoln, they make buying a pre-owned vehicle easy. No credit, no money to put down. Milholland Automotive has the bank to get you approved. Come see the selection today at Milholland Automotive, 423 West Main Street in Lincoln. Visit the website at milhollandautomotive.com for a complete list of inventory, or give them a call at 704-736-1000. That's Milholland Automotive in Lincoln.
Okay, Kenny.
Okay, we're back here at East Gaston, where kickoff is taken inside the 5-yard line. East Gaston trying to return it, and little going on there as he is stopped inside the 15-yard line.
Number 7, Logan Philman made the big tackle there deep in the territory for the East Lincoln Mustangs there, Ken.
We just had, this kickoff was right after a 34-yard beautiful touchdown pass from Chase Jones to Christian Parks. Nice catch in traffic right at the goal line into the end zone for the touchdown to give the East Lincoln 22 points on the board. That's another Silver Point Holmes touchdown for East Lincoln, who's had 2 touchdowns and 3 field goals tonight.
Just been told by David Keever, Lincoln Times sports editor, 2 games in Cleveland County overtime: Kings Mountain, Shelby, and Hendersonville and Burns.
Okay, we got a good run here by East Gaston all the way up to the 25-yard line for a first down.
That's Eddie's Auto Parts first down for the East Gaston Warriors. That's a nice run by that young man. With 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter, on the First Federal scoreboard, East Lincoln 22, East Gaston 6. And time is starting to tick away on the East Gaston Warriors.
Back to pass. There was a pass. It was right, hit an East Lincoln Mustangs right in the chest, bounced up high, and then was caught by East Gaston player for a short gain.
Ken, number 28, Alex Biaggi, the junior defensive back, he had a touchdown, and he couldn't come down with it. I mean, just hit him right in the chest.
That was a strange play, and we've seen a couple strange plays
tonight.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 8.
And the handoff to number 14.
14's up for a short gain, and he's tackled around the 30-yard line by a host of Mustangs.
Now, Ken, now I see some excitement in that defense. They're starting to swarm all over the football. They can taste it. They can taste their first win of the season. And, of course, for the new head coach, David Lubowitz, he's got his team fired up. They're starting to hit now.
Yeah, it looks like a gain of about 3 on that play, and now it's 3rd down for East Gaston on the 30-yard line.
Here's a fake handoff. Quarterback, he throws the ball out into the flat. Now,
that one play looked like almost a lateral. They're ahead.
There's a penalty. That's on 28 right there.
East Lincoln, after they had him down, a little extra activity on the ground, and they're going to get called for unnecessary roughness.
Absolutely.
On that, Tim.
And that's going to be Eddie's Auto Parts first down for the East Gaston Warriors. Yeah, that wasn't a smart play there.
No, because they had them stopped where it's going to have to be a 4th down play, and now that gives East Gaston a 1st down, a long penalty of 15 yards, keeps the drive alive, and now East Gaston has a 1st down on the East Lincoln 47-yard line.
Got 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
I should say the East Gaston 47-yard line. They're on the other side of the 50. Creamer.
He's looking to throw the football.
Looking,
he's got time.
Long.
He's throwing that long. You got a man. He's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Logan Philman back there for the East Lincoln Mustangs for the defensive back on the wide receiver there. Looks like the wide receiver. I'm trying to think. I can't see what number he was. Number 5. Wide receiver looked like he was number 5 there for the intended receiver.
Kramer's a little guy, Tim, but he's got a pretty good arm.
He's got some arm strength.
He threw that ball a long way. Threw it around the
That's Colby Kramer.
15-yard line, so he threw that thing about 50 yards. Okay, Kramer's back, 2nd and 10. He takes the snap. He's looking to carry it up the middle, finds a little crease, and breaks to the outside and gets the 1st down.
He's got Eddie's all-apart 1st down. Good run there by the quarterback. He dancing around back there. He was holding that football out like a loaf of bread, Ken.
Yeah, but nobody wanted to make a sandwich out of it.
I like that.
But that is a 1st down.
3 minutes and 48 seconds left, and
they're driving, Tim. They want some more. They want some more points. They're not. East Gaston has not given up in this game. Kramer back. Takes the snap, looking for somebody to throw to, throws it out.
Ryan Matz made a great play. That might be a fumble.
Matz, with the paw on it, knocked it down, and then they went after it because they wasn't sure whether it was going to be called a lateral or forward pass, but I believe it was called a forward pass.
Sleep apnea is the interruption of sleep by a blockage to breathing.
That'll bring up a 2nd down.
So it's going to be 2nd down here for the East Gaston Warriors.
2nd and 10. Again, from the 38-yard line. Okay, Kramer looking for the call on the sidelines. He gets it. He's barking out signals now. Wide outs, double wide outs on the right. Single over here on the left. Man in motion, number 6.
Fake handoff. He's looking to throw the football, Ken. He's got an open receiver and went right through his hands.
Yeah, right through his hands, couldn't hold on. So that's going to be an incomplete pass. It brings up a 3rd down and 10 play. So East Gaston with 3:36 on the clock, driving and trying to get on that scoreboard again. If they would score again, of course, we know what would be coming after that. It'd be an onside kick. But they first got to try to get in that end zone. And East Lincoln trying to keep them out. So here's your 3rd and 10 play. Snap to Kramer. He's going up the middle on the keeper. He's got the 1st down. He breaks to the left, and he's brought down at the 19-yard line, but that's a 1st down.
Christian Parks there for the East Lincoln Mustangs makes the tackle, but not until Kramer makes the 1st down for the East Gaston Warriors. That's Eddie's Auto Parts 1st down. We got 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the football game here. It's in the 4th quarter. Kramer in the shotgun position, and
he's whistling on the play. I think he was just whistling in play.
I think he was too. Here's the snap. He's got a wide receiver in the flat here, and he's down on the 15-yard line. So the ball will be placed on the 15-yard line. Pass completed.
Short gain on the play.
To number 9.
So that's going to bring up look like 2nd and 6.
That was a Kramer to Kramer there, Ken.
Yes. Again, that sound like a law firm or something. But here we go. 3rd down.
And he's looking to run the football. Kramer up the middle. He's crossed the 10-yard line. Looks like he's at about the 8-yard line, I believe it is, Ken. So they're knocking on the door with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left here at the East Gaston High School, where the Warriors are driving, and they're in deep territory. East Lincoln Mustangs.
That looks close to a 1st down.
That's what I'm thinking, too.
The officials will stop and play here. Are they going to measure, or are they going to take a quick second look to see if it is a 1st down or not?
So
I hear the chains coming out.
Coming out. It's the First Federal scoreboard. East Lincoln 22, East Gaston 6, but East Gaston's inside the 10-yard line, so they're looking to score. And it's going to be short of a 1st down. Inches.
Yeah, and I think that was, I was mistaken, I think that was the second down play, so I think this will be the third down play right here.
Right. I just heard from David Keever over here, they were talking about the Shelby and Kings Mountain game. I think they said Kings Mountain took the lead, 3-point lead. Now Shelby gets the ball, so it's overtime now.
Okay, that was a penalty against East Gaston, an illegal procedure, Tim. That's going to back it up and make it 3rd and 6 now.
So it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, still in the fourth quarter. But East Gaston's knocking on the door. It's going to be 3rd down, Ken. 3rd down.
3rd and about 6.
So East Lincoln needs to make a big stop here. Here's where they're – here they come. They got him. Number 17.
It would look like a jailbreak as Creamer took it and started to fade out. And, Tim, they were 2 or 3 Mustangs all over him. He had no chance to do anything with that ball.
Ken, that's your punter, Terry Farrell. He made 2 big first down runs on fake punts. And then he comes and makes a big defensive play right here, bringing up 4th down with a timeout. We'll be back here in the Ronaldo High School football game of the week.
Celebrating 50 years. It's the Glen Oaks Golf Club. Hard to think how many birdies have been made over those years. And, oh, yeah, how many double bogeys, too. Whether it's a birdie, par, or bogey, you'll love the Glen Oaks Golf Club. It's open to everyone. Visit the beautiful pro shop with driving range, snack bar, banquet facility, bar, picnic, shelter, and swimming pool. Great for group outings. Reserve your tee time calling 828-428-2451 or visit the website at glenoaksgolf.com.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Your local auto owner's insurance agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency on Highway 16 in Denver. Call 704-483-3243.
We're back here at East Gaston High School, the Ronaldo High School football game of the week here on WLON 1050 AM. You're listening to Tim Johnson and Ken Link. And
we have a 4th down here, Tim.
4th down play, big play. This could be the play of the game right here for the East Lincoln Mustangs defense. And you know they got to be pumped. So 4th down.
4th and 11.
And here's a pass play.
Kramer being chased out of the pocket.
Matz he's running after him. And they're going to get him. No,
he gets away. Now he's going to. That's a penalty.
That's a penalty.
He's still scrambling around. He's still scrambling. Now he throws it toward the end zone. Another flag.
Good play by number 4.
Knocked away. We had one flag as he's being chased. We've got another flag over here on the left sideline.
Blake Shope made a great play knocking the ball down, keeping the receiver to catch the football in the end zone, so that's a great play. Looked like Doug Flutie out there running around, Ken.
Kobe Creamer probably ran about 75 yards and finally threw it incomplete.
He's tired. Look at him.
He's tired out there. And he was trying to make a play. I'll give it to him. He's trying to make a play. But it fell incomplete, and there's a bunch of penalties on the field, but I think all the flags were against East Gaston.
So East Lincoln will be getting the football on the turnover with 1 minute 38 seconds left. I still see flags flying, Ken.
I think we'll see it in our sleep tonight.
I'm telling you. You're keeping the penalties next week. That's all I got to say.
You're going to put me to work.
You're going to keep the penalties.
Oh, wow. Okay, East Lincoln does take over around the 20-yard line, 20-yard line.
With 1 minute and 38 seconds left in the ball game, so East Lincoln's knocking on the door for the first win of the season.
Yeah, 1st and 10 on the 20, minute 30 left.
And they're coming with the blitz, too, at him. Handoff straight at the middle. That's Chandler Jones.
Chandler Jones with a good gain of about 6 yards, it looks like.
And the time's running, minute 30 seconds. 2nd down. Shelby wins the football game in overtime over Kings Mountain with a touchdown pass to defeat Kings Mountain. What a great game that was. Kings Mountain was up 3 points, and Shelby came back in overtime, and they scored a touchdown. So that's the ball game for Shelby.
Okay, East Lincoln taking their time here as we count down. Just went under a minute left in the game. East Lincoln waiting for the snap here. Chase Jones. He takes it. He
Hands
gets
off to
running play.
fumble.
It's on the ground, but East Lincoln recovers.
Lucas McConnell fumbled the football but fell back on the football.
Yeah, sure did. Actually had a gain on the play of it looked like about 3 yards.
And that's a Eddie's Auto Parts first down, Ken. So that's going to keep the chains moving. That's going to do it right there for the East Lincoln Mustangs. That's going to do it. They're going to win the football game.
Yeah, I don't think East Gaston.
They can kneel down, actually.
East Gaston trying to call timeout. Do they have one left?
I don't know.
I think the coach says no, don't call the timeout.
Yeah,
So,
they can take a kneel down, and that's what Chase Jones does.
Jones does.
Time's going to run out. East Lincoln Mustangs going to win the first football game of the year. And congratulations to our good friend, head football coach at East Lincoln Mustang, Coach David Lubowitz, for his first career win as a head coach. And the fans over are excited. They're standing up, they're clapping, and the football players are starting to shake hands and stuff like that on the football field. So congratulations to the East Lincoln Mustangs on their first win. Here on the First Federal score, it is the East Lincoln Mustangs 22, the East Gaston Warriors 6. And we'll be back here in 3 minutes for the Stadium Postgame, Carolina Trust Bank Stadium Postgame show right for this.
Sleep apnea is the interruption of sleep by a blockage of breathing. 8 million Americans go undiagnosed with sleep apnea. Dr. John L. Cloninger III of Lincoln can help you with sleep apnea problems. John III is a member of the American Academy of Medicine. He can help you now overcome the symptoms of obstructive sleep apnea, such as excessive daytime sleep, loud snoring, episodes of breathing cessation where you stop breathing, dry mouth and sore throat, morning headaches, insomnia, attention problems, and more. John III is concerned that patients don't know there are treatments for obstructive sleep apnea, from CPAP to dental appliances or even surgery. John III offers free consultation for anyone with symptoms of sleep apnea. Just call 704-735-0765 or come by 904 Doncha Drive in Lincoln to make an appointment. Sleep longer, smile brighter, live happier. Let Dr. John L. Cloninger III put his 21 years of dentistry experience to work for you.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
It's Subway Sub of the Day. Each day of the week, you get a different 6-inch sub for just $3.50. Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken sub. Wednesday, the turkey breast sub. Thursday, the Italian BMT sub. Friday, the tuna sub. Saturday, the Black Forest ham sub. And Sunday, the meatball marinara sub. Your choice, just $3.50. The Sub of the Day from Subway in Boulder City and the Walmart in Lincoln.
Unless the Lord builds a house, its builders labor rid in vain. This is from Psalm 127, and this is the key verse that Key Builders in Lincoln is built on. Key Builders in Lincoln is large enough to do what the big boys do, but small enough to be personal. Bring your own plans or visit the website at keypropertiesnc.com and take a look at theirs. They have homes for everyone. So call your local hometown builder, Key Builders, 704-735-0040, or visit their office at 1459 North Aspen Street in Lincoln, and like them on Facebook too. Summer sales event is underway at Renato Cadillac Buick GMC in Shelby. Come in now and get 0% financing for 72 months on the 2017 GMC Sierra 1500 and the GMC Acadia SLT. That's not all. Renato Cadillac Buick GMC in Shelby has 0% financing for 72 months on the 2017 Buick Enclave and the 2017 Buick Envision Preferred. Coming out for all the details during the summer's best sales event. Renato Cadillac Buick GMC, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
right, we're back here at East Gaston High School where the East Lincoln Mustangs pick up their first win of the year, Ken. It was a sloppy penalty football game here tonight, but East Lincoln, they survived. The first federal scoreboard, it is the score of 22-6, and we are in the Stadium Post Game, the Carolina Trust Bank Stadium Post Game show here. Tim Johnson and Ken Lincoln. Ken, I'm going to give you the penalties here, and this is 7 penalties for 45 yards in the first half for East Lincoln. In the second half, 11 penalties for 85. That comes to a total of 18 penalties for 160 yards for the whole entire game. And for East Gaston, it was 8 in the first half for 70 yards. In the second half, they did a lot better job, 3 for 30 yards, and 11 for 100 yards for the whole entire game. Ken, East Lincoln ain't going to win a lot of football games if they continue to make penalties and mistakes like they did tonight. They got a good defensive team, but offensive wise, they got to find some ways to stop the turnovers and stop the penalties for sure, and so they can put some more points on the board. But congratulations to the head football coach over there, David Lewis, who's a fine, outstanding young man, and to all the East Lincoln football players too for the first victory of the year.
Yes, Tim, and here on the Carolina Trust Bank post-game show, we'll talk a little bit about some of the stats for this game, the half and post-game stats. All were brought to you tonight by LincolnCounty.com. Tonight, we had several offensive stars for East Lincoln. Chase Jones played an excellent job at quarterback. I've got him unofficially 11 for 30, 160 yards, and a touchdown. He ran the offense for East Lincoln very well. He had several passes dropped. There's a lot of penalties out there, but he wasn't the one making them. But a couple other players on that offense had big games. Lucas McConnell, he had over 100 yards rushing, had 2 big runs. He was really gashing East Gaston on the counter trap type plays. And another player, the punter for East Lincoln, was a big part of this game. He received in punt formation a bad snap, a disastrous situation on a 4th and long, scrambled and went for the first down, and that eventually led to a field goal, big play, and later on a fake punt, he carried for another first down. So there's a guy who made 2 key plays in the game. But one of the main players in the game who came through when they need him each time, Ryan Shanklin, with 3 field goals. When was the last time, Tim, you seen a kicker kick 3 field goals in a high school football game? I
tell you, I mean, he put the boot in that one, 42 yards? That's a great kick.
He had a 35-yarder in the first half. In the second half, he had a 25-yarder and a 42-yarder.